What a do, what a do, how are you? Got a big game tonight. Hopefully it's not the last game of the year for the Timber Pups. Hopefully Aunt and Julius and them can figure it out. What's going on with Palantir stuff? Well, that doesn't mean anything. Oh, you gotta watch the video. Yeah, I should have bought them at 40 when I thought about it. A blunder. Could have made 200 charges, so at least got about $3,000. Oof. But whatever. They're helping. They're helping scumbag Trump, so now I don't like that company. Fuck them. Fuck them. Dude. I can't lie. I can't dab you up with that jersey. True. Fuck him. He's an Ant fan. He knows Ant's better. Ant just doesn't fucking go for the fouls. He's not a fucking foul hunter. He yells. He goes, "Hey!" But he doesn't grab arms and do all the dumb shit everyone else is trying to do now, manipulating refs. And that part needs to end sooner. Oop. Ooh. So 5 games, she's averaging 12 and 6. That's pretty good for a rookie. 12 and 6 first 5 games. Not everyone can be LeBron or Michael or even Duncan, I suppose. Shaq. Ooh, that's true. Look at that. Big old fake titties. do 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 do. I always come with the goods from Senate.gov. Politicians are corrupt as fuck. Somewhat. Somewhat that is very true. And somewhat it's not. Because you can vote all the people you don't want to do. Funny. I watched that video. Dude got his ass beat. Got pushed out of the club. Not club, but the party. To itself mostly. Oh, hello, Stiff.
Hi, Wally.
We got to win this. Now there's no room for error.
No room at all.
Steph, what do we want today?
To win
Okay, but how do we do it?
by making 3 throws and getting rebounds.
We got to
And
stop
no
offensive rebounds and turnovers. That was what killed us last game, remember? I'm going to say it over and over today, too, probably, if it starts happening. Turnovers and offensive rebounds. We lost 30 points that way. And we lost by 2. Like,
Yeah.
realistically, like I said, we should have won by 20. We actually killed them and everything. Just couldn't fucking those 2 realms. Ugh.
Yep.
Still hurts my soul, Steph. 2 days later, it still haunts me.
I'm sure it does.
Oh, yeah, I don't think you actually know.
Oh wow, Wally.
I mean, it's pretty bad. I still think about all the rebounds and all the fucking turn. Like, why? And I always just
Well,
think to myself, why did it have to happen that way?
don't think about those tonight.
Well, I'm not until it starts. If it doesn't start, then I won't think about it at all.
Okay.
Ooh. So
I
what'd you
think
do today?
Teddy. I worked today
Oh.
all day, and then I came home and I cooked a new recipe I wanted to try,
Mm-hmm.
and I cleaned the kitchen.
Oh yeah. Well, guess what I did?
What?
I cooked your food that I even put on Facebook.
That's what I made tonight.
Good. It's yummy. But I added to it. What did you add anything to it?
I didn't add anything to it yet.
I added salsa. So when I was mixing and mashing, I added some salsa to it, made it better.
Oh, so you're saying you don't want me to bring yours that I've packed for you?
I mean, you can. I'll bring you mine. You can tell the difference between the salsa versus no salsa.
Okay.
There you go. But yeah, I was like,
And
oh, I have
then
I have have a lot of beef I can make. I'm like, that's simple.
that's what I said. I said, oh, this is easy.
Uh huh.
And then I cleaned the kitchen, and John helped me clean the kitchen because tomorrow, after my midday, because I only have a short midday, Rick's coming over to fix our kitchen faucet, to put a new one in, I should say.
Rick?
Yeah,
What Rick?
my coworker.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
as of today, I'm at 59 days until my vacation. Well, technically, it's a little less, but till I'm on a boat.
So you're on the boat?
Till I'm on a boat, 59 days.
Nice.
I suppose I should probably share this with you, huh? So you can, or are you gonna watch it live?
No, because we don't have ESPN.
How are you watching the other day live?
Well, when it's on Channel 5, we can watch it on the TV.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I'll show. Well, last game was on Channel 5. You gotta watch it with me. Last game.
Yes, I watched it with you. Last one was in
Well, I don't know if you
two
had
games.
to. Sometimes you're always ahead of me, and it makes me hear the ohs and the
No,
ahs.
the last game I was behind you, and then when we watch on Channel 5, we're ahead of you.
Mhm.
But then the night you were lagging really bad, you were ahead of us.
Well, good. It's about time I get to be ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for the longest time I was behind. Behind
Yes.
blue eyes. Hmm. Did you have to work both jobs today?
Nope. I'm done with my night job.
Oh, you're already done? I thought you had this last week. I thought
Nope. Last week
this
was my
was.
last week.
Oh, I misheard you. I thought this was the last week. But that's
Nope.
cool. And then how long do you get for like your break before you have to deal with the naughty motherfucking kids?
Um. So we go till the 6th, and then we get the week off, and then we go back on the 16th for 9 days, and then we're done.
Okay, so you basically like almost all of June, and then you're
So the
done.
end of June. The end of June, I'm done with work for the summer.
Yep. Sometimes I think about you. Late nights in the middle of June. That song's for you, Steph. Now.
Well, thank you.
Well, I didn't write it, but I'll take credit.
I'll give you the credit.
I'll take. I need all the credit.
I thought so.
There's a guy in Star Wars named Director Krennic.
No way.
Mm-hmm. How did they ever? Yeah, we can't have turnovers, Steph. No turnovers. Let's have
No
12 or
turnover.
less. 12 or less. That is the goal. If we get 12 or less turnovers, we win the game. Even last
Well,
game,
we
we'd have
won.
won by like 10, 12 just with that.
Yeah.
Just with that. Ah, so sad. Still hurts my soul that we lost last
Well,
game.
blame that on Teddy because he didn't watch it with us.
I blame also Josh, because Josh supposed to came hang out with me, and he's like, "Oh," he kept
too.
saying, then I fuck him. That's why we lost too. I blame him.
Hey, I'm not getting blamed. I'm okay with that.
Not this time. You're lucky, ducky.
Yay.
This time it's just other motherfuckers.
That don't happen too often where I don't get blamed.
Well, you know, you were here. You were around.
Well, yeah, I don't have to be invited. I still get blamed.
So? But this
That's
one
not
time
fair.
you don't get blamed. So, there you go.
I take credit.
Ta-da! Do you feel better now?
Yep.
I mean, I hope so. Jeez. Do. Jaden dunking on fools. We need lots and lots of makes and no turnovers. No offensive rebounds either. Let's stop that shit in its tracks.
Yes.
Do. It's still so far away when you're on game 5. Num, 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 num.
Really?
I said num 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 num.
I heard.
So I put my bears up, hitting my bear. He
I don't
wants
have
to
a bear.
win this fair. What?
I don't have a bear yet.
Well, Steph, why don't you?
Because I'm gonna go this weekend. Maybe their truck came in finally.
Ooh. You can get a Justin Jefferson jersey signed. I wonder how much it costs. I'll look into it. I got an email saying you can go get it done. I should tell the stupid Viking fans.
Yeah.
I'll tell Pete.
There you go.
Huh? Who you humming at?
Hey?
No. I always say something. He just kept going, huh? He's like, I thought you said something. Like, I am saying something. Just not to your ass, bitch. Just kidding.
Talking to Brianna.
No, this is Adrian this time.
Oh.
He came inside from outside, and he heard me talking, so he was like, what? I'm like, don't worry about it, bruh. Don't
So he
worry.
he just assumed you were talking to him and you weren't.
Well, you know, he probably assumed he's in trouble, too, because he's not wrong normally. Just kidding. Do. Let's see here. Do. Where is the button? There's the button. Button the button. Who got the button? Button the button. What am I? Purple Urple? I guess I'm going for European. That's what I'll be going for, Steph.
Okay.
Doesn't look too hot, but we'll see how it rolls. I'll take a loss and risk if the Timberwolves turn the ball over like 11 times. I would do that. I would sacrifice my own game. Just kidding.
Okay.
Thank you. Doo-doo. I think we're about to have tip off officially now. I think that was the last commercial. Oh, look at little drummer boys and girls. Finch is just saying, hey man, just letting y'all know if y'all lose this game, we done, motherfuckers. You want to be done? Do you want to go on vacation 2 weeks early? Well, I guess what, June 5th is only like what, 8 days away? So
Next Thursday.
that would be, they would get 1 week off early if they lose this game. But if we win, then we play on, what's today? Wednesday? Friday? Friday here?
Yeah.
Maybe I should get everyone at the bar to buy me a ticket. Just get like, hey, we need the win, right? Buy me a ticket.
Good luck.
You think it'll work?
Probably not.
Oh,
Well, maybe some of them would.
maybe some would. Oh, the Fowler. The Fowler. He's like, you know what my favorite part of the game is? Shooting free throws. I love shooting free throws. Yes, my baby. Ant says, Superman ain't saving shit. Girl, you could jump on Shady's dick. Oh, that looks like the American flag. No, I was kidding. Doo-doo. Tuck in your shirt, motherfucker. Doot, doot. Might as well jump.
Is Rudy gonna catch a ball tonight?
Oh man, let's hope. Let's hope. Good pass. Get the rebound. There we go. Jesus. Oh man, Rudy caught that ball. Oh my God, pass it out. Thank you. Juju. Okay, that was a nice big start. We needed that. Look, we got our. We were like them. We got an offensive rebound and a three. That's how they beat us last game. It's like I just watched the last game, but on the opposite game or opposite team. Ooh, almost got a turnover too. Good D, Julius. Get the board, please. Oh, foul, of course. I guess I'll take that over a fucking offensive rebound. Should have blocked him out. We played good defense just to fucking give him the ball back. That doesn't count as an offensive rebound, Steph, but it's basically an offensive rebound.
Oh, okay.
Well, because they got the ball back. Thing about it
Well, I
is
see that.
when you fuck it, when they miss a shot, you got to hold them to one possession. Can't give them 2, 3. Oh,
Yeah.
look at good D. Get a rebound. Oh. Oh, okay, don't matter. I was gonna say we actually got a ball though. We actually caught a Z ball. Maybe I'll text this motherfucker. Be like, hey, you gonna ditch me again? What's his name? Josh. What happened, Steph? What happened?
Jaden missed.
No. All right, shot. Ooh, look good. Get the board, please. Thank you. See, look at that. They got 0 points because we're not letting them get fucking free shit.
Good.
Defense or foul. There we go. It's not gonna be a shooting foul, but Lou Dort. Mr. Dort on the port. He's hot as hell. They might call him a score. And what you gonna do in the post? Gonna fade? Oh wow. Rudy caught the ball. What happened?
I saw that.
They call a foul. Wow, we got lucky. Ooh, we're gonna win this game. The refs are gonna let us win, Steph. It looks like.
Yay.
I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, Jaden Cack. Jaden. Ooh, off the back rim. It was right on, just a little long there, Jaden. Mr. They're gonna call a foul there, no? Chet. Ooh, wow. Minnesota Chet banging threes against us.
Not cool.
No. Double team and Ant. People are like, oh, he sucks. Like, what do you want him to do? He's gonna double team. Other people gotta make shots. Like Juju. Get the rebound. Ooh. Uh-oh, dunk. Seen that coming. Alright. Let's get something on offense. Why are you shooting such horrible floaters the last, like, 3 games with Mr. Conley? Oh my god, that's like it's supposed to be your bread and butter. Here's a dunk. Oh, might as well be. Conley, please.
Oh my gosh.
We're shooting like... At least we're not turning the ball over. We're shooting like shit. 1 for 8. Good D. Good D. Get the ball. There we go. Oh, wow. They didn't even call a foul or nothing. All right. Oh, there's a stupid fucking play. All right. Ugh. We gotta get something. 1 for 8's not good. Jesus. Good passing. There we go. Jesus Christ. Wide open shots. Can't make them right now. Oh, 1 for 10. It's not good. Wide open. He missed too, though. Yeah, lucky as fuck there. The last play was really nice, though. Everything was perfect. Oh, there you go. Jaden again. Same spot, same everything. Oh my god. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Wide open fucking threes. Jaden's 0 for 6. Oh my god. And they're all wide the fuck open. Gross. Oh man, Jaden, right now currently you are letting all of us down. You must be better. Let me see here. Yes, I'm pretty sure I read that 0 for 6. Jesus. Yep, 0 for 6, 0 for 3 from the 3. Jesus. Mike Conley's 0
Not
for 2.
cool.
I'm saying these are all wide open shots. It's 8 open shots. You gotta make that. Ugh.
Yes.
But we have 0 turnovers. How many defensive rebounds or offensive rebounds? 0. So sadly, we're doing the things we need to do, but we can't hit shots. It's like completely opposite of last game. So weird how that happens.
That is.
Mm-hmm. Well, somebody needs to step up their shots. That, or I mean, sadly, because he's so good at defense, you really can't take him out. Or else I'd say put in like Dante or Nikhil. I guess you could put in Nikhil. They're very similar. Nikhil's is not as tall.
Yeah.
Nikhil's only 6'6", 6'7". Jaden's like 6'9", 6'10". It's a little bit different.
Well, I'm just short.
Steph to all these people, I'm short too. I mean, let's get real. Let's get real. Oh man, we need somebody to step up and get us a couple buckets. Maybe it'll be Ant. That'd be cool. If not, I'll take anybody.
Yeah.
Let's have a Juju kind of night. Maybe he gets like 30.
That'd be nice.
Well, they keep doubling Ant, like I said, so I don't know. It's hard for him to score. Lots of ball pressure.
Yep.
Big guy's killing us, huh? Chet's got at least 8. Get to the bucket. There we go. See? Ant got it going. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh, you got lucky. You missed it. Oh my. Oh, thank you. He shook Randall. Don't force it. There you go. Oh my lordy. There's the first stupid turnover. For a dunk. 2 points now, Steph. Maybe I'll keep
Not good.
Maybe I'll keep a counter. Just kidding. Ooh, there we go. And keep going downhill, baby. Good board. There we go. Let's go. Let's get some. Keep the momentum going. He's white, Ant. He can't guard you. Oh, air ball. Damn.
Oh,
Damn, dog. He had separation. Look at this. Whoop. There's the first jump turnover. Go ahead and be me. I'm Raps MVP. Oh, stupid. See, even he knows. He's like, ugh. Holding. Good D. Oh, good shot. Got lucky he caught it. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Sloppy. Turnover number 2. Stupid. Sloppy as fuck again. Get the steal. Ooh. Good grip. Oh
nice.
my god, and another turnover? Fuck, man. Oh. Pressure. Good take, Shay. Good take. Jeez.
As Teddy would say, slow down.
We got a shot up at least, but fuck. God damn. That's another horrible possession. Sloppy as shit. Gross so far. Had no offense. Is that a foul? At least thank God. That's a good shot. I know Shay's killing us right now. 17 out of 19. Can you stand your feet this time? Yep. Oh my god, another turnover. Nobody tells them there's some help on the backside? Like, what the fuck? Got lucky you missed that wide open shot. Uh-oh. Got lucky. Oh my god, missed layup too now?
No.
Even when they give you a shot, you still can't make it. Now he's trying to force it, and I kind of get it, but geez, it's ugly all the way around so far. Offense. Ugh. Steph is not looking good at all.
No, it is not.
Shea's 5 or 7 already. 11 points. Damn. And Chet's got 7. Ant's got 4. Julius has got 3. That's it. 0 for 6, 0 for 2, 0 for 2, 2 for 4, 1 for 3. Missed layup. That sucked. Nas has 3 minutes, 2 turnovers. Oh my god. We're at 4 turnovers. Oh god. It's not looking good at all. We need something to change. We need something. Something. Oh, my lordy. Well, I don't know what to say, Steph. Somebody needs to do something. We got to play some defense, which is damn near impossible, it looks like, right now.
Yeah.
Gross, gross, gross. If it keeps going bad, maybe I'll just start reading my paper.
There you go.
At least I can make something out of it. I got paid in my game though for getting 500,000, so that was cool.
Way to go.
I don't know. And I yelled at the other people about my other payment. They said they're supposed to be paying me soon, so we'll see if that happens. Oh, it did.
Well,
$9.
that's good.
Yay, a $9 payment. That's why I
Nice.
wanted that game to be paid out. I'm like, I knew it was a big one.
Yo.
Stupid turnover, stupid turnover. Look at he's cheating the whole time, waiting for you to spin because he knows you're gonna spin. I know you're gonna spin. I mean, I watched you enough to know that that's what you like to do. Ugh. Look at our team's all down. That doesn't help either.
No, they need to get their attitudes the other way. Think the
College got a
positive.
technical for I don't know whatever reason. Our team just sucks. It's not about they haven't done nothing bad.
Yeah.
Ugh. Foul. That's bullshit, he said. He's like, oh, come on, man. That's bullshit. I read his lips, which probably was. Let's see. That is ball. That is bullshit. One could call that bullshit there. That was
Right.
Yep, see? He's like, man, that was a foul. But it wasn't, though. Little bitch. Ugh.
Wow.
Oh, man, now they're calling all the ticky-tack stuff, so... Bull-sided, so that's not good.
No, it is not.
Good pass. Why'd you shoot that so high? Why'd you shoot a layup so high when you were wide open? You like try to teardrop it over nobody. That's 2 open layups that you missed, Nikhil. Oh my god.
Hi, Walter. Hi,
Hey.
Walter.
Hello.
What's the score?
We're getting our ass whipped right now.
Oh, fuck.
Uh,
What's going on? What's going on, buddy?
Nikhil's just missed 2 open layups. Jaden's 0 for 6.
Yeah.
Ann's the only person that could do anything, but it's... The first 2 are nice, but now he's just starting to force things, so it's not looking pretty.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
What time is it? What
What
is
time
it?
is it?
Second quarter?
No, still first. There's
First?
plenty of time. It's just we've been looking very, very ugly, and plus we haven't been able to hit shots. Like I said, Jaden and Lily had 2 straight possessions right in the corner, same spot, same everything. Missed 1 short, missed 1 long. Like goddamn. And then, like I said, Nikhil's missed 2 open layups. One he overshot. One he shot like a teardrop. He thought like a big guy was coming, which he wasn't. So then he shot it way the fuck up in the air. It missed. So
if they win this, then we're done, right?
correct.
What's the score?
23-9.
Oh, there we
The
go.
board. There we go.
Oh, poo-poo. Is Randall playing?
Yeah. Randall and Ant, the only people that have points. There we go. Make this 3, baby. Long. God damn. God damn. Wide open 3 miss. It's like 4 of them at least. Mike Conley missed a fucking open teardrop and an open 3. So yeah, it's just we can't shoot right. Like I said, I think we're still shooting like in the teens. We're shooting 17% right now. Oh my god, he shot an air ball too from the corner.
God, it keeps freaking lagging.
Yeah,
I
it's
hate
lagging
that.
for me too a little bit. Nikhil. Miss.
Come on.
I mean, you can't make a layup. Why would you make a 3,
What
right?
the fuck? Why can't they? What is going on?
1 for 9 from the 3-point line.
Okay, you need to call a timeout and tell them to fucking get their shit together.
I'm pretty sure they know too. It's nothing you can do about it like that.
I don't care. Coach needs to get them.
Wide open 3, bang. Down 17 the first quarter. Jesus
I
Christ.
mean, one person can't hold the whole game. You know what I mean?
I do understand, especially because for him, they're just doubling him and tripling him the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's their good guy, right?
they got it. Yeah, that's definitely good.
What's his last name? Wallace?
Case and Wallace.
No,
Yeah.
that's the good guy.
No, the good guy is Shea Gilchrist and Alexander. That's the good
Jay, what? Like double last name.
one. What?
How many years do we have, Aunt?
5. Well, four
Huh?
more after 4 more after this one.
4?
Mm-hmm. 4 more after this one.
So what was our record for the season?
49 and 33.
Oh. What was theirs?
68 and 14.
Fuck.
Like I
Really?
said, they're the 5th best team all time. Like, they were the favorites. We should have won last game. Last game we choked. That's what sucks. I'm still haunted by that game.
Yeah.
Should have
I
never
didn't
lost
watch
last
that
game.
one.
We gave them 30 free points. 30
Yeah,
free
it's
points what we gave them, Lori.
It's frustrating, isn't it?
In a game you lost
Nobody
by
else?
2.
Is nobody else on right now?
No, just me, you, and Steph, I think.
Hi, Steffi. Steph.
Hi, Lori.
She's so quiet in the
Mm.
background. I was at Misfits
Were you?
and I ordered wings to go, and then I get home and I'm not hungry.
Mm. Well, you left orders then.
And I ordered 15 wings. I guess I'll be eating them in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll
Teddy
see,
and
I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Ted. Yeah, I'll bring them. You want to have wings with me? We can have them for lunch.
I have other
No?
food, but okay.
What other food you got?
I made food. I got pasta.
Okay. What is there chicken in it?
Nope.
No, there's hamburger in it.
Why's it gotta be chicken?
I'm a chicken loving kind of gal.
Oh,
Walter.
you're a chicken lover?
I love chicken. That's why you need to get some chickens and a chicken coop. And then you can bring me fresh eggs and kill your chickens. All you got to do is you pick them up and you shake them and break their neck, and then you cut them up. Well, first you boil them, and then you pluck the feathers,
Mm-hmm.
and then you cut them up and gut them.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just let somebody else do that for me.
That's what that's in the farm. My mom grew up on a farm. That's what they used to do.
Yeah, but do I live in a farm? No.
No, I just had to share that.
Oh,
That's how they
thank
killed
you
their
for
chicken.
sharing. That
Yep.
word.
I know it's gross as fuck, isn't it?
I mean, it's not the worst, but it's not the best.
It's gross. You pick them up and you shake them and break their fucking neck. And then you let them go and they run around even though they're like dead. Cut the heads off and they still run around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll shut up now.
You're good.
Sorry, Steph.
You're fine.
I'm glad you're having a good time thinking
Come
about
on.
killing all the chickens.
Huh?
Glad you're thinking of killing about all the chickens and having such a wonderful time. Another foul.
I could never do that. Hell
Oh,
no.
now you're trying to tell me to do it? What a bitch. I
No.
can't do it, but you
Well-
do it.
I was joking, obviously.
I don't think you were.
Where's the
honestly.
redhead dude? Get him in there. What's his last
Dante?
name?
DiVincenzo?
The,
He is number
yeah,
0.
why don't they put him in?
He is.
He is out there.
Orange shoes.
Oh,
You can't miss
he's
him.
out there now?
Orange shoes.
Oh, number 0?
That would be orange shoes, yeah.
Yes.
Why would you want to be number 0?
Because maybe you weren't a high pick and you're trying to say that you went from 0 to hero.
Walter, what number were you in high school?
1.
5? 1. Okay.
You can't start
Matthew.
without 1.
Matthew James was, what was he, 23?
33, I think.
30. Yeah. Jake was 33 too.
Stupid turnover.
Until he got to. And then he was 42 the last couple of years.
Stupid ass turnovers.
Steph, does yours lag too?
Yes, everyone's legs.
Mm.
A little bit.
Where are you, Steph? Are you in bed? Are you being comfy on your couch, or where are you?
Laying on my bed.
Mm,
On me
I'm on
bed.
my chair.
Teddy and Becky ain't home yet.
Where are they at?
They
Bar?
were at the bar, and they were sitting on the other side, like when the other
Mhm.
side way in,
Mm-hmm.
and they were playing a little bit of e-tabs and being kind of lovey-dovey.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
He
It
must
was
be in the
kind of weird.
doghouse.
Right, because after last Sunday, that's shocking.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
So I said he's
Well,
in
when she came in and I was coming from the bathroom and I gave her a big hug and she just kept clinging and she goes, I need this so bad.
Mm.
And I said, I know you're struggling. I heard
Oh,
it wasn't a
Chris's guy
good.
came in and hit a 3. That's good. Terrence Shannon, baby. We need that. Chris's guy's looking
Yeah,
really. Chris is gonna be super happy next year.
we need to stop him. We need some fucking defense.
We need everything, yeah. Like I said,
Defense.
defense is only part of it. I mean, we've been playing all right defense. It's our
Ooh,
like I said,
he
we haven't been
stopped
shooting
him.
good. No, we got a foul.
Was that a foul?
They called it. I don't know if it was, but they called it.
Who's the guy with the big ears there?
Mm.
The one with the headband on. Just got fouled.
Right there. Oh, for their team, Caruso,
Yeah.
Alex Caruso.
What? Alex Caruso?
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a good defensive player. He's a 3 and D, shoots threes,
Mm.
plays really good defense.
He's got some big old ears.
Yeah, it's probably because he's bald.
Makes me just want to go.
Do you?
Like I do to poo poo.
Mm.
I flick them and go.
Wybees, tell them they gotta start shooting better, and not turn the ball over. Oh, almost had a turnover there. We got lucky.
There's Randall, right?
Yep, that is Randall.
Who's that? How old is he? He looks kind of old.
I think he is 30.
Son is a loser.
Well, if he didn't call you or answer your phone calls.
Well, he's watching this.
Uh-huh. He still could have answered.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm
There we go. We got to turn over
Paisley
back.
had
Let's go. Come on now, somebody.
Come on.
Randall, what are you doing? Kick it out. There was like 2 people open.
He threw it into like 3 blue
And there's a
shirts.
dunk. Oh my.
He did. He threw it into 3 fucking blue shirts.
I know. I watched it. Here's another turnover.
Ah!
This game's pretty much over. Like, we can't stop. The things that we can't do, we can't stop turning the ball over now. And now we can't make shots and stop turning the ball over. It's bad. It's bad.
It's like they're all freaked out and giving up.
Part of it, where you saw that in the first quarter, I saw a lot of expressions on people's faces that did not look good.
Mm-hmm. They get to a point where they're just like, fuck, and it gets in their head and shit.
Yep. That is
That's
part
why
of
they
it.
need to go in the fucking locker room and.
Yeah, but you can't just go in the locker room in the middle of the game.
I know, but at halftime they need to go.
Yeah, but
and
the thing
fucking...
is, but the thing is, at halftime you could be down 40 or whatever, you're gonna lose. Doesn't matter then. Like, so you got to somehow will yourself like in the moment, but it's hard because I kind of get it. Like when everyone's missing their open shots, it's just demoralizing.
Yeah, it is. I get it.
I'm not saying they should, but I'm saying I understand where they're coming from. Where it's frustrating to know that like we had a couple plays in the beginning that were just beautiful passes, like 1, 2, 3 beautiful passes, wide open corner shot, missed. Like, oh my god! And then you do that 2, 3 possessions in a row, and you're like, oh, I guess today's not the day. And it sucks.
So last game they weren't shooting either.
No, last game
And
we
the
shot
one
amazing.
before.
No, the last game we shot amazing. We should have won by 30 or 20. We turned the ball over like we're doing now, and we
Well,
gave
we
up
only
offensive
lost
rebounds.
by 1, right?
We lost by 2, and we gave up 30 free points.
So was it like overtime or no?
No.
Right down to the.
Yeah,
I didn't
to
get.
the end,
I
yeah.
didn't get to watch.
It was a good game. We should have won by a lot, but we didn't because we turned the ball over, and they kept getting offensive rebounds. And again, they scored 30 free points. I'm just going to keep stressing that out. 30 free points. We lost by 2. We should have won by 20.
30 free points. What do you mean by that?
We had 23 turnovers, and they had 19 offensive rebounds. Between those two stats,
Huh?
they got 30 extra points.
I'm sorry, you lagged. One more time. Hang on.
23 turnovers.
Hang on. Right. I think I can hear you now.
Can you?
Yeah.
I said that we had 23 turnovers, and we allowed them to get 19 offensive rebounds. Those two stats gave them 30 extra points. Did you hear that or no? Piers not. Piers Morgan.
And of course, it has to be
Steven.
there.
Well, he should have won the last game. He should have won last game, and we should have been tied series, but we choked it away.
Yep.
It kind of reminds me of the Wild earlier this year when the Wild lost. They should have been up 3-1. They choked the game away, and after you choked the game away, it became you just lost every game after that. Hey, got bored. All right, we're going small ball. Short. See, Ant's forcing it now, too, so that doesn't help because he's trying to play hero ball. Good fucking take. Draw fouls, yeah. At least get to the free throw line. Good shot. Fuck. Oh man, you can't be having those two missed free throws. Wide open. Miscommunication between Ant and fucking Terrence Shannon. I watched it happen. Hey, you got lucky. Clanked it in. Take it. We need a little luck right now. Wide open three. Bam. Gross. Same shot. So you just can't make shots at all. I mean, we can't stop him right now either. But oh, there we go. Look, we got a turnover and a free basket. We don't get many of those right now.
No, we don't.
Dunk. Oh wow, got lucky. And that's not a foul. That's a foul. Saddle up, join up. Saddle up, join up. Pedal up, link up. Unite to link. To join. Hmm. Scan to Pope Chicago. Hmm. Another turnover.
How many's that now?
If I were to guess, I'm gonna guess like 10. Let me see here. 8.
You were pretty close.
I was Terrence Shannon again. That guy gets buckets when he comes in. He's got 5 points already in like what, 6 minutes?
Nice.
Uh-oh. That's a foul. Hmm. Hmm. Playing like shit. Looks like it's gonna be the last day of the year. Unless something changed real quick. %28. Nice take. Need like 14 more of those. Can't play defense either, so it don't matter. It don't matter. The rookie. Oh, whoa. On the floor. All right. Mm. Turnover. Go figure. That's number 9. Get the rebound. Oh, wow. All right. And oh my god. Lou Dort. Get the rebound. There we go. Ooh. Jaden. Hey. He's not over. He's
Nice.
not over 6 no more. Oh, Shay. In and out. Oh, can't grab the ball. And a foul. Rudy and hands is tough.
Very tough.
We got 11. I wanted 12 for the whole game. We're at 11, and it's not even halftime.
That's not good, Wally.
Not at all. Oh, disheartening. I'll go back to playing Risk, I think. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Doesn't look good, Whitey. Let's wait on here. Ugh. Hey, they scored almost double what we scored. Actually, they have scored double what we scored. 54 would be double, so yeah. Another turnover? Oh, who would have thought? What might be? You're saying if they were not the Timberwolves, if they're the Kitty Cats or the Cougars or something, they'd be winning? Oh, thank you. Short? Thank you. Why would you do that? What a dumb and then why
Oh
would
my
Rudy
God,
grab the ball?
Rudy. Because Rudy don't know how to use his hands.
I know. Oh, another turnover, of course. Jeez, that's just... It's like watching David's kids play basketball right now. Just on the dumbest turnovers. Just literally some of the dumbest. What? They're probably going to win the championship, so I guess kudos to OKC. They're most likely going to win because I don't even know. It'd be the most miraculous comeback ever. We came back by, I think it was 18 or 20 last year in Denver. This team is better probably, and we're down by more, so I don't know. Gross. We'll have to figure out what we do next year. We got to make a choice on Julius or Nas Reed. That's the first choice. We'll go from there.
Yeah.
Who goes there? What up, Tuts?
Can you help me get internet on my TV?
No,
Why?
because.
But I can't. It's asking for the password.
Hold on.
What are these?
What idiot?
What are these?
David, why you already know you. Why you act like you're dumb sometimes when you just ask silly questions like that?
They're shoes, but I don't know what kind of shoes.
Doesn't matter. They're not for you. How about that? Don't touch my face. Stop doing that stuff. I tell you this all the time. I'm not a fucking dog. Help you. DirecTV. "12 turnovers in the first." I said 12 for the game, Steph. We haven't given up offensive
know you-
rebounds, though. I'll give them that. We only given up 2 today. If we'd have done this last game, we'd have won. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. Oh, more turnovers, Steph. They're going to show all these dumb turnovers. You ready for another one? There's another
Of
one.
course they are.
Well, yeah, because they're making them. Can't do stupid things. Yay, we're winning because we're having so much fun. Our team sucks right now, so we're not having fun. We're having the least amount of fun you could ever have. $30 right now, Jesus. Another turnover. Yay! No, there's an offensive rebound. And a 3. Ooh, missed it. Got lucky. Offensive foul. What do they call it? Defensive? They must call it defensive by the way he's reacting. Mm. Body to body. Mm. He's like, what the fuck I do? I don't blame him. I don't think that was his fault either. Oh, another
Yeah.
turnover. Don't worry. They'll get it back. They'll get it back. Don't worry. Just give it time. Oh my god, he can't even dribble the ball off the court. He almost lost it. Oh man, another almost. Brick, yep. Shooting 35 footers because we have no offense right now. Steph, think about this. We're about to be at halftime with 27 points, okay?
Yep.
We probably score more than 27 points a quarter on average in a single quarter.
That's crazy.
Yes. This is a thorough beat. And it's like I said, some of it's them. It's mostly just our own faults. We can't fucking... Some reason once we started turning the ball over, it was over. We can't shoot this whole game. We're at 36% and 27%.
Yeah.
But they gotten 12 free points off turnovers. So I mean that's a small part of it, but what are they shooting? They're shooting 1,000,000,000%, right? Not even 48 and 29. It just has to be these turnovers because I don't know what else is really killing us by numbers. But. Oh, Dante hit a 3 finally. Even the ESPN people delayed the putting it on the board. They're like, "Oh man, they scored. We haven't had to put this.
I saw that.
Haven't had
I'm
to
like,
use this button for a while." Mm-hmm. Man. Hey, back-to-back shots in a row. Wow. Foul. Foul. There's your first foul, if they wanted to call it. Hmm. Ah, how disastrous. Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see. I think they're gonna probably beat Indiana 4-1 too in the finals. Steph, that's my guess.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they win
Okay.
4-1. I think they win easy. They are by far the best team. We have a shot. I thought we had a shot to beat. And like I said, we didn't choke last game away. We come back to home at least and maybe win that. Then you still have to win one here, which is tough. We haven't won. We haven't came close to winning here yet. And there's another turnover.
Yeah.
Oh man. At least today I'm not saying rebounds, but it's turnovers still.
Right?
13 of them. How crazy. How crazy. Ooh, baby. My little kitty, she's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Good take. See? Ugh. Oh, hell. We'll see what the off season brings. We shall see.
Yep.
It appears so. It appears so. About to have a long off season. Not really. Sadly, we start basketball again in October. So what's that? It'll be in June, July, August, September, October. 5 months.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they sign Randall. I don't know. That's gonna be the first domino that we'll discover soon enough.
Yeah. Wow, I'm surprised Alexa's still awake.
Is he? To watch this
Yeah.
shitty game? Just kidding.
No, he can't watch it.
Oh yeah, he could if he came in the room, I suppose.
No.
We don't need him. We suck. He'd be
He
much
told
more
me at
negative
5
than me. I'm already negative.
Yeah, we don't need him around. He
See,
told me at 5 o'clock he was ready.
I just tell people I just learn to understand it. I don't fight it. I see what it is. There's no point in arguing and getting mad about it. We just are getting outplayed in every way right now. Like I said, last game was our game to do it. We didn't do it. No, I guess it's on to next season. On to next season. Do 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 do. She's got a pearly smile. Steph, do you see that? Look at that.
I did. I'll be right back.
You can take all the time in the world. I'm just gonna watch all the highlights of them fucking killing us. Shay's been really good today. That's a good shot. See. And just can't make threes, which she's supposed to be doing, what she's been doing all year too. That doesn't help at all. Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, get the fuck away from all that. Jurassic World, something, something. Yeah. Not for me, babe. Really? Switch it up his flow because you already know. This guy's just trying to take over this area? I guess he's just trying to be. I get this. The halftime show. What can the Timberwolves do? Nothing. Turnovers, 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 turnovers. I don't get why we're so sloppy all the time. Look at that defense. Killing us. Killing us. Gross. But kudos to them. We choked our game away last game. Like I said, should be 3-2, but nothing we can do about it now. Choked it away. Because of what? Turnovers. And last game was offensive rebounds too. This game is just turnovers. But here we are. Clink, clink, clink. All the people. They move so. What is the problem? I don't get it. Why is our offense so like. They can't do shit? should really study this game, especially this film, because their defense is so useless. That's a tough shot.
Don't do it, John.
Hmm. Don't do it, Alexa. What are you doing?
Looking at the Wolves score.
Oh yeah, don't look.
Yeah, that's what I said. He said, I looked twice. I said, don't look no more. And then he said, I'm going to bed.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I was surprised he's still up.
Boom, 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 boom. Time is it? Almost 9. Motherfuckers gotta go to bed soon.
Yep.
We got what? School ends on a Thursday, right?
For you guys,
When do you end?
Friday.
Huh?
We end on the 6th. You guys end on the 5th.
You guys end on Friday?
Yep.
Oh. I did not know that. I thought they're the same day. I always thought it was the Thursday before. Do. Oh man, I wish Timberwolves were gonna play next round, but they're not. Boo. What you got to say? Hey, grab a Coke, and I'm talking about the cola. I wouldn't grab a White Claw to go with your Coke. That seems kind of like a weird combo.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Can I do anything in this? Nope, not forever. Okay, cool. 17 minutes. 17 minutos. Boom. Hodgin' and dodgin' and coming through, she slodgin', bodgin'. Oh, there's a foul. Oh, num, 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 num. So you're gonna show up for Happy 420 tomorrow, Steph? Right?
I hope to be on time.
You best.
I hope to be on.
You best be. Just kidding. I don't know. Nothing's gonna happen
Depends
if
on
you
if he's-
don't. But we'll pretend.
That means you get to go for second 420.
If it's not busy,
Yeah,
that's always the key.
that's true.
We'll see what it brings.
Yep.
But we're almost in June. We're almost in
Sunday.
Sunday is June. Let's see here.
June 1st is Sunday.
Let's see how shitty my thing was. 21 today, so it's better than I thought for energy.
Well, that's good.
I need 17 more to get 1,000 in 3 days, which is nothing. So I might even get
I'm
to
back.
1,100. Might even get to 1,100.
That'd be nice.
That would be nice. That would time last year. Last year I got to 1,100. I think I'm still ahead of last year's pace by a little bit.
Well, that's
What,
good.
And solar
Your
panel.
electricity?
Yeah. It's electric
So,
boogie
is
woogie.
it halftime?
Yeah, we're getting stomped. Don't worry.
What's the score?
I think we're down by like 30 almost.
Horrible.
Fuck.
This game's pretty much over.
Mhm.
It would be, well, like I said, we have one of the biggest comebacks ever, and it was like 18 points in the second half against the Nuggets last year. So this would crush that record. And the largest fourth
Walter.
quarter comeback ever was 29 points. I can't remember. I think it was like 93, 94, somewhere in that range.
Ugh, hate this.
However,
Was what?
the largest fourth quarter comeback ever was 29 points.
From who?
I don't know. I'll double check. I'll let you know. Hold on. Hold on. It's my turn and wrist. I got to play my wrist.
Yeah, get on your phone. Research.
I'm not on my phone. I'm on my
Man, you
computer.
gotta play Risk first.
I got to risk
Risk.
it.
You play Risk?
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't you? I play this when I watch
You're
my
a
shit.
nerd.
So,
You're a nerd.
of course. I'm a dominator.
God, that's such an old game.
Cool. I know. Strategy. I like it. Hold on.
My friends back in like high school, my guy friends played that, and I just thought it was so freaking boring.
Mhm. It can be. Oh, I lied. It was 1977. The Bucks against the Atlanta Hawks on November 25th. 29-point deficit. And they came back to win 117 to 115.
Wow. I'm using my hand massager.
Yeah?
It's kind of cool. You stick your hand in this thing and it like it fills up and then squeezes and it gets hot. It's actually kind of nice.
In 2024, the Miami Heat came back from a 22-point deficit in the fourth quarter to win. So, there is like a 0.2% chance.
Last year?
Yep.
2024, you said?
Yep, then it was last year. Then it be
Well,
last
I
year.
hope they went in that locker room and did some refreshing.
Who knows, man? They need a lot of things. They literally need everything to go their way. Thing is, a lot of it is our turnovers. So, I mean, if you can't fix your turnovers, it's going to be pretty hard to do anything. That's always the issue.
Well, and they can't shoot. They
That's
can't
part of it.
get a bucket.
That is part of it, but turnovers give them free points.
Last time I watched, they couldn't even
they got
get
they got
free
12
throw.
they got 13 turnovers or 12 turnovers. That's led to at least like 10 to 12 points free. Plus we're not shooting, which means we're not getting points.
Yep.
So I'm just saying turnovers kill you. It's like in any sport.
Yep. I can't wait for football.
Well, that starts in about 4 months.
Couple months. Well, 3 months.
I just care about regular season. I don't care about preseason.
Okay, well, 3.5 months.
We got June, July, August, 3 months. Because it starts the first week
So
of
is
September.
JJ McCarthy gonna start, you think?
Yeah, they already said that. However, if you want, you can go get a. If you want to go pay and get a jersey, you can get a Justin Jefferson jersey signed.
Damn.
He's doing a signing on
What?
June 13th.
How much?
Well, I'll tell you how much he charges, and then you have to buy whatever to buy, like a jersey or whatever. He's paying $180 to have his name signed, and then if you want to get a personalized thing, costs another $100.
A personalized thing, like what do you mean?
If you want to say like "Go Vikes" or some silly on your like, it would say Justin Jefferson, "Go Vikes," or Justin Jefferson, Hall of Famer, Justin Jefferson, whatever you want to sign.
$180?
180 bucks just to get him to sign his name, and it'd be $100 extra to get him to it. It's called inscriptions, where he inscribes it with something
I don't
personal.
need that. I just need a signature.
True, that's $180. Plus, you'd have to buy like a jersey or whatever you want him to sign, a poster. It could be anything. So whatever that cost is, what you add that to your cost.
You know who Ed McDaniel is, right?
I do know who Ed McDaniels is.
I got his signature, and I got
On his
two
on his
Matt
Buffalo
Gold
stuff?
Bikes. No, I got it on the fucking prize receipt. I was working at Wheelhouse, and he came in one day,
I know for his hot sauce.
and I have this piece of paper, and I wanted to make a thing for Matt, and get a picture and a, like a frame it and stuff.
You got 10
for him.
minutes. Hey.
Hmm?
Oh, Evie.
Who has 10 minutes? Your kids?
Yeah.
He's still up. What time is it?
9:06.
Oh my goodness, they're up late.
Yeah, that late.
What time do they get up?
Adrian gets up
Oh.
like 7:15. She gets up at like 8.
Oh. Come on, you guys. At least get some points so it isn't so
They got a 3 last
fucking
possession.
embarrassing.
Mike Conley hit a 3, so. But it's that, and you got to stop. It's a bunch of look. Here's a turnover or an ugly shot. There's an ugly shot. And a good shot. There we go. Good shot. Hey, we're only down 35 now. Cool.
Can you hear this thing?
What? No, I'm not listening. I can't listen. If I do, then I get copyright stuff. Oh, offensive rebound. 3 points. Oh, man. At least we're shooting better this half.
Mm-hmm.
So far.
Sure.
See?
Yeah.
We just need to play some defense, which seems to be impossible, too.
Come on, boys. Keep it going.
Gotta get some stops. Floater. Ugh. I knew it was coming.
Turn off, dude. All right, this is gonna
What's it gonna do?
drive me fucking nuts.
Macadamian, the ghost of ballistic. Whoa. Juju. Lori, do you think we signed Julius Randle back? She leave? Oh. Is that what she said, crazy? No, she's still here somewhere.
Probably.
No, she's still here somewhere. Last time she said her phone died, she had to charge it.
Oh.
That's why she left the first time. Julius, 4 turnovers, 3 for 7. Playing not very... Oh, get a turnover? No, not ours. No. Maybe? Yay, we got a turnover.
Yay.
least we're playing the better this quarter, but sadly, it doesn't really matter. I don't think at this point, unless you win. We did win this quarter by like 20. Foul? No. No. All right. Good. That was silly.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Sorry,
Game.
I'm cleaning my jewelry.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Sometimes
Ooh.
you got to do that.
I do not, because I don't have jewelry. So. I don't want jewelry. I don't need jewelry. Jewelry is not my thing.
Jewelry kind of guy, Walter.
Huh?
Come on. Huh?
What'd you say? There you go. Good pass.
Wow, I'm shocked Rudy caught that.
There was nobody there to.
All right.
If anybody was there to like mess with his hands, he probably would have dropped it.
Probably.
Floater. Get the rebound. There we go. We're playing much better this quarter, but too bad it's, like I said, it's probably too late. But
Never say never.
no, I know. Short.
You know, and you think about it, they're probably tired.
No. Well, that's not the excuse you can use.
Well,
They played the whole.
how many games have they played?
Not they played game 7. We didn't, so that's not the excuse. The excuse is just they're outplaying us. This game.
Yeah, you
Hey,
get
we're,
it?
We're only down 30 now. If we can make back 10 more at least by the end of the quarter, that'd be nice.
Yeah, if they could at least come back, so it isn't so embarrassing.
Part of it. I mean, if they get to like even 20, you can come back from 20 and a quarter, but 25, 30 becomes fucking damn near impossible.
Yeah.
Like I said, the record's 29, so I always say anything over 29 is literally, as of right now, is impossible until it's done. I mean, theoretically it's not impossible, but it ain't been done yet, so I can't imagine it's gonna stop now.
I hear ya.
Loud and clear, Choppa. Said loud and clear.
Chopper, is he on here?
Fuck no. I was just talking.
Well, you
shit.
said loud and clear, Chopper.
I know. I was just.
Yeah, he was talking to you.
I was just making up a word. I don't know.
You're calling me Chopper?
Sure.
No.
You quit it. There's nobody here.
I know.
Stop.
I'm just talking to you.
My dog is barking. She thinks
So yeah,
she hears
June
something.
13th, if you want. Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Just so you know. And right now they sell for $300.
can't
But the
afford
thing is,
that.
I don't think football jerseys sell like basketball jerseys. Let me see here. Who's a very important football player that's dead? Because that's probably gonna be the most expensive jerseys. I would have guessed. Who? Junior? No, not. Well, let me just look at most expensive.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna look at most expensive. Hold on. Most expensive football jersey.
Who's the one that died that got sick and there was a movie, Brian Song?
Oh, that's another one, yeah. Oh, not.
Gail Sayers?
I gotta put American football. They did, whatever.
Gail Sayers and who was the other
Brian
one?
Song. Yeah, you were right the first time.
But no, Brian Song was the name of the movie. What was his name?
Brian
Brian
something, whatever.
Piccolo? Brian Piccolo or something,
Somebody,
wasn't
yeah.
it?
Sure, probably. Joe Montana Super Bowl jerseys sold for $1.2 million.
He's not dead.
I know he's not. So I'm surprised that's the highest jersey. Usually it's usually dead people. Well, not necessarily because like Jordan's the most expensive jersey, but Kobe was for a little bit. After Kobe died, his jersey sale went up huge. So 1.2 million.
Sure. You got a Kobe jersey?
Nope. Hold on. Michael Jordan's flu game jersey. Guess how much you think it sold for?
3 million.
10.1 million.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's
Ridiculous.
That might be the most expensive jersey ever.
Well, he is the GOAT.
He is the GOAT. He goes, nah.
I'm clipping my toenails.
Are you? You having a
Yep.
good time doing
Oop,
that?
that one went flying. That one went flying.
Like the flying V?
Oh shit, I cut it way too short.
Oh no. I thought you were getting pedicures with whoever. You said that one day.
I know, and now I'm not going to be able to.
Well, not if you're doing
Until
yourself.
they grow in a little.
Not if you're
No,
doing
but
yourself.
sometimes you got to do a little bit here and there.
Mhm. The most expensive soccer player jersey was Diego Morando, the Hand of God jersey. Oh, the illegal shot, where they won the World Cup, that sold for almost $9 million. So yeah, Jordan's jersey
Wow.
must be the most expensive jersey ever. Because 10 million off. I'm gonna guess Jordan's still.
Well, that
10.
just surprised me.
Ooh, I lied. What do you think has the most expensive jersey ever? This makes sense now that I think about it. And it is a dead person.
I have no idea, Walter. Just tell me.
Babe Ruth, when he did his point to the stands for the home run, the call your shot home run,
Oh,
that jersey sold for $24.1
Yeah.
million in an auction.
wow.
That's crazy. 24.1.
A lot of money. You know, when Matt was young in middle school and shit, I used to buy him jerseys for Christmas and shit, and he had some really good ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gave them. Well, dumbass let his brother and sisters have them, and who knows where they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He had a Jordan. He had,
Jordan's the third highest sale.
I don't know what.
Number 2 was, it's not even a jersey. Jordan has the second highest jersey, okay? But the number 2 highest sports memorabilia in the world is a 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle Primo card signed for $12.6 million.
Mickey Mantle.
Yep, his rookie card. Perfect condition, all that shit. $12.6 million is that person bought it for.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Lionel Messi set
Yeah.
6. He wore a jersey for a set of 6 2022 World Cup matches, and that jersey sold for $7.8 million.
Who?
Lionel Messi, he's like the most famous
Yeah, I
soccer
know.
player in the world. He's a soccer le bleu.
That is. I'm not a soccer person.
Neither am I, but I appreciate the greatness of it, I guess. How did he ever? Babe Ruth's rookie card sold for $7.2 million. Kobe's jersey sold for $7 million after he died.
Rafi Nadal
He's a tennis
was
player.
honored today.
Oh,
I know. I loved watching him.
did you?
He
Tennis-
was amazing.
Tennis is way cooler than baseball.
And
I'll
I'm
give you
not a
that.
tennis person, but
I'd rather watch
he
tennis than a lot
was
of
fun
things.
to watch.
Or watch tennis than
Excuse
golf
me,
or,
sorry guys.
whatever.
Men's tennis.
I don't give a fuck.
When
Anything-
he was in his prime, God, I used to love to watch him. He was awesome.
He was awesome. He was awesome on clip.
You don't know that. It could have been on for a while.
No, it's been way too fucking long.
Well, he was looking up other stuff.
I was for a minute. You made
If
me.
I can clip my... Okay, here we go. Okay. That was a long fucking break.
Maybe they're doing like a review too.
Okay, guys.
That
They're
happens
denying
sometimes.
them. That's good.
Foul.
Who's that?
Sam Presti. He's the guy that built the team. He's not the owner, but he's the guy that made all the trades and picks and stuff.
He looks young. Who's that guy?
Their head
The
coach.
coach?
Yep.
What's his name?
Mark Dagnott.
Hey, Dad.
What's up?
Is it okay if I make ramen noodles?
No,
Get in there.
eat the noodles I already have made. That we made yesterday. They're in the fridge.
Oh, now they're hungry?
Always. Because like, oh, we're about to go to bed soon. Oh no, I want to eat and stay up. Like, fuck off. They always do this dumb shit.
Remember those days, Walter.
Thing is, I always stayed up late. I didn't give a fuck. My parents knew. I always got up and just dealt with it. Like, I had my radio as my alarm clock, so they didn't wake me up. But like, once I got old enough,
Huh?
I don't know, by like 5th grade
You
or
need
probably
to-
6th grade, they probably stopped waking me up. Damn, nice shot.
To go to school?
Yeah.
Oh, I always had to wake my kids up.
Oh, I had my alarm. Well, like I said, I had my radio as my alarm clock, so I just have it blare music. Like, oh, I'm up. And it was like,
Yes.
and it was like 5 feet away from me, so I had to like actually get out of bed to get it. So I always tell people, if you make your alarm clock away from where you are laying, no, that's a foul.
Oh, he fouled him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
What up?
so how old is it? How old is Adrian?
13.
So he's at the age where he's exploring him.
Sure.
Right. Nothing. You know what I mean.
Of course I know. I'm not stupid.
Oh, darn it.
What's your point?
It's just funny. I remember that age with Jake.
Oh, just Jake? Nobody else?
Well, I don't remember Matt. He was downstairs, so I didn't hear shit. But
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, I
I'm
could hear-
downstairs.
I could
They're
hear-
upstairs, so I don't care. Do what thou needs to do.
I could hear Jake sometimes. Sorry, Steph.
Didn't bother me.
That means we might have outscored them by 8 to 10 points this quarter so far. Hey, if you'd only done this in the first
know.
half. I bet.
I know. Come on.
Oh my god, another missed free throw. Jesus.
Oh my
I mean,
God! You
that's
can
not what
lose a
we're losing,
game
That's
with
like 3.
free
We
throw.
probably should have 3 more points, but still. Do 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 do.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
We got a turnover. Oh, what a foul! Ooh, we needed that.
Oh, fucker! Why do they gotta call all them stupid fouls? Let them fucking play. God, that drives me nuts.
I know. That one was pretty weak.
I mean, sometimes they gotta let them fucking play. My mom would just get so mad.
Hmm.
She was
the
so
board.
cute in the stand. Yeah. Come on. Get it. In there. Get in there.
Do 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 do. I know.
Would have been so nice.
Ant can jump higher than 7'1" Chet Holmgren.
Mm.
Think about it. He's got like 5-6 inches on Ant. And he got way higher than him.
What's his vertical?
Ant probably like running and jumping probably like 46-7 inches.
Jordan's was 48.
Yeah.
I know that.
Wide open 3. There we go. Bang.
Was that Randall?
That was Randall.
He's a big boy.
He is. Oh man, we missed our chance at a turnover. Oh, we still got a turnover. No, we missed it again. Hey, we're up 9 this quarter. Too bad we couldn't do that. We only have 1 turnover. See, the first play we got a turnover. Since then we haven't had a turnover. That's always been the key to this whole series is turnovers.
Yeah.
Like every time they kill us is when we turn the ball over 1 billion times.
Yeah, they're playing some fucking defense. Come on. Come on.
They saw that coming.
Why'd you have to talk?
Me?
Yeah. Why'd you have to say that? Then we got a turnover.
Well, because
I'm just
ESPN
kidding,
showed it
I'm
up on the thing, so I just paid attention. I was like, oh, wow. Yeah, they got 16 points off these free turnovers. That's 64 they'd have.
Why didn't that count?
They did.
Oh.
It did.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
The-
That was his
The
and one.
basket.
That's why they're showing it. We're only down 23 now. Yay. Playing a zone. Make him. Oh, that was big.
Lola, knock it off.
Yeah, don't hump her leg no more.
She's barking. She barks at everything. Well, not everything. She goes, woof, woof.
I'm a woof. Mm.
Little fucker. Lola, stop. Come here. Come here, love. Come here.
$26 points.
What are you barking at?
Whatever she wants.
You put me in a shit. You put.
Sadly, it's probably a little too late. Just a little bit too late. Oh. Mm. 'Ooh. Drink Bacardi and you'll hang out with all these sexy people that can do all these things. Wow. Make you explode too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Drink Bacardi, this is what happens. David Hasselhoff, run. Run, run, run. Put on deodorant. You stink like shit.
Ow.
Get him. Rah. It's the same commercial. Watching the same commercial
See?
twice.
You know what? When you did that, Walter, when you went rawr,
Yeah.
Lola's in my room and she goes, "Rawr." Yeah.
That's right.
She hears everything. Ugh.
Well, that makes sense. She's a pooch. They have good hearing. They have a very good
Lovey,
hearing.
come here. Come here. Lola, come here. It's okay. Stop barking. Come here. Come here. You get that dog. Shake him. Shake him. You get him. You get him. Where's your bunny? Get your bunny. Go get your bunny. All right, come on.
Man, that's a tough fucking shot.
It'll be 50-70.
A good shot by Shea, man. Dante. Hey. He's only shot two shots today, but he's 2 for 2. Playing a 1-2-2 zone, switch everything.
Mm-mm.
Get the rebound. There we go.
All right, come on, make it matter, guys. Come on.
There we go. Only down
See it
23
lag.
now.
Come here. Oh, you're such a...
Get the board. Oh, he made it.
Mm,
Man, every time we try to creep a little bit closer, they hit a 3.
yep.
Make this. Short.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Who is that?
Nas Reed?
Fucker. Yeah, that little redhead's a pretty good defender, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Get a board.
Is it the flopper again?
Uh,
Laying on the fucking court?
Yep.
Yeah. The flopper. Oh, God, I hate that. Oh, so fucking dramatic.
I don't know.
Fucking get up. I'm sorry. It just bugs me.
I get it. Bugs everybody.
Yeah. Quit being such a fucking pussy. No, 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 no. Come on, Aunt. Come
Can't
on.
make the wide open 3, but either way. Hmm.
So we're still down, what, 24?
26. If we'd have made that, it'd been 23.
All right, I'm going to go let my little dog out. You go outside?
And your little dog, too.
I'll get you, my pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And your little dog, too. My beautiful wickedness.
I'm getting by on my wicked ways. I'm loading up and I'm taking names.
Wizard of Oz for a long time. I think I need to watch that again.
Well, maybe we can watch it. We can react to it together. How about that someday?
Huh?
I can put it on here. We can watch it together someday.
Well, it would be laggy.
I wonder if I don't know if a movie will be as laggy. This is laggy. I'm thinking because it's a lot. I'm streaming something that's live.
Oh,
It's not pre-recorded. That's
God,
my guess.
I remember I would hide my face so my sisters didn't see how scared I was. God,
For what?
that witch and those monkeys. Those fucking monkeys scared the living daylight out of me.
That's funny. This scared the shit out of me. That's funny.
Scared of Jeez, come on.
Well, you know, I was scared of Candyman, so I get it.
Where's my cigarette? Sit down.
And your little dog, too. Thunder. Na, 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 na. Turn over, turn over, turn over, turn over, turn over. Turn over.
Come on, look. Put your toy down. You're going on your chain. You're not gonna run. You dark.
Evie, time for bed. It's 9:30. Go to bed. It's way late. I'm gonna go check on her the next commercial break, and if she ain't sleeping, I'm gonna have to whoop her ass. Not really, but
Mama working?
no, she's sleeping now. She got today out.
So she changed jobs. Where's she working now?
It's called The Block in Rogers.
Oh. Does she like it?
It's new. It's kind of more corporate, so a little bit different, but she likes some of it. Some of it's still new though, so
Yeah.
A lot of it's just change.
Yeah.
Wide open 3.
Come on. No, no, no.
I knew that was happening. It was wide open 3. Ew. Can't get the rebound because, who's blocking out Caruso? Nobody. That's what I'm saying. Like, shit like that. Like, where's the box out?
Yeah.
Where is the effort?
Mhm. Hey, Steph.
What?
Steph still? Is
What?
Teddy and are they home?
I don't know.
Oh, you didn't hear him.
They're downstairs, I think, right?
Yeah.
I colored a picture tonight when I was there.
Did you?
Whose coloring book is that?
That's the one Steph got for Patty.
For who? Patty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it there and I grabbed it and I colored a cute little picture of an elephant.
Heck yeah. Elephants.
I haven't colored in so long. It was kind of fun.
Was it kind of nice?
It was relaxing. I sat at the bar and colored.
Nope.
If Linda Hawk wouldn't have been there, it would have been much more relaxing.
Oh, you had the
the chicken?
gaggling. I know the chicken.
The chicken? The chicken?
No, she's a cackling cunt.
He's a chicken.
She's a cackling cunt.
Next time you see her look at the side, you'll agree
From
with
side
Teddy
view.
and me.
Yeah.
And she looks like a chicken.
Yeah. She's something else. And she always tries to be my friend and be all nice to me. And it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, okay.
She tries to be everybody's friend.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I do?
What do you
I
do?
have a Christmas book and I color them and then I put my name and the date.
It's
And then
very
at
beautiful.
Christmas, I use them for wrapping paper and wrap gift cards in them. That's what you should do with it.
You
I'm like,
should.
yeah, whatever.
She knows what she's doing.
She can shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be so mean. I just,
Probably
you know
not.
what?
There's no reason to. I just don't let it bother me.
Well,
She's
there's
not.
a reason.
She did narc me out on a blunt, so I'm kind of upset about that. But
yeah. Well, she did worse to me.
did she? What'd she do?
She told Kristen after her and Hucky broke up that I was me and there was something going on between us.
Mm-hmm.
And Kristen didn't even, that's what pissed me off. She didn't, it was like 3 months before I even found that out.
Oh, really?
Like, are you fucking kidding me? And then she denied it. And then she went around downtown Anoka because I called her out on it. And she was telling everybody, my friend Erica at Wheelhouse, oh, you're friends with Lori. You better watch out. She's bad news.
Mm.
And denied it all. Oh, fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is an
Yeah.
ass whooping. Yum.
Well, what else do we have? Just the twins now?
Nothing. I'd rather watch nothing.
Yeah, I'm not much of a. If I go to a game,
I don't even want to
I
do
might
that.
watch.
I still don't even want to do that.
I mean, just the experience of it.
No.
Getting drunk.
No. None of it sounds good. I'd rather sit at home and
Who is
watch YouTube.
left field? Byron Buxton,
What
right?
about him? Yeah.
Because when last year when we went to the game, it was me and all my kids and their significant others, and we were up like halfway up, right behind him,
Uh huh.
and we and he'd come out in the field, and we were giving him everybody's giving him shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my daughter Miranda she was getting pretty tipsy, and every time he'd come, she'd go, Buxton, or whatever they call him, right? Buxton.
Sure.
Tits her ass. Tits her ass. She said it, I don't know how many times. And I'm like, Miranda Maurice. She's like, what? What? And he finally put both arms up. So he meant both.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. And you're just razzing him.
Well,
He
yeah.
threw a couple balls for kids.
That's what she said.
Tits her ass.
Both.
Yep.
No matter what you pick, you're a winner.
What is yours, Walter? Tits or ass? Boobies?
Ass. All
Ass?
about that ass.
That's a song, isn't it?
It is. That's why I was saying it. That's why I was saying
Who
it.
sings that? All about
Big
that.
Sean,
Oh,
one
that.
of them.
No, it's a girl.
No, not the one I was singing.
Megan Trainor. She has that song.
Okay,
Oh, that ass. Yeah,
if that's what you believe, then sure.
it's true. Megan has
You
a
can't
song
tell me
about
my
all
song is not true because I'm singing it. I know what song I'm singing. Hello.
about that.
No, it's
I'm
all
gonna
about the
play it.
bass, not
You're
about the
thinking
ass.
about all the Marie, not
All about the bass.
Yes.
yeah.
Not
That's
treble.
what you're thinking of.
But she talks about her ass.
Treble is code for ass, so yeah, you can call it that, sure.
Hmm.
Do. There's a lot of people that have songs about ass, honestly, so it wouldn't be the first, won't be the
Yeah.
last.
Was it you the other day that said somebody told me that cocaine, Eric Clapton's
Yeah.
cocaine,
It's grandfathered
was
in.
a
That was I that told you that fun fact. It was me, said
Yeah.
the flea. How my lady? Want
You
love?
don't like, she don't like
Cocaine.
cocaine.
Ooh, Nas Reed with a 3. Hey, we're back under 30 again. Can't play defense.
I think they're giving up.
Well, I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter, but I don't think we gave up yet like that. But short. Seen to it with my own eyes. Short.
Oh, I got heartburn bad
Do ya?
today.
What'd you eat?
Not a whole lot. I haven't really eaten much. I did have an Herberts and Gerberts for lunch.
Oh my
Forgot
lordy,
that.
you're a rebel. You're a
Oh,
rebel.
it was really
rebel.
good. They're kind of spendy, but ooh, it's good.
You're a rebel, Harry. Oh man.
Have you ever had a Herberts and Gerberts?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, they're yummy.
Mayhaps, may not. I know.
Everyone's-
I never went there myself.
Yeah. Because they give you the bread that they pull out of the middle
Yeah.
of their bun or whatever it is.
Yeah, the middle of it. Yeah.
It's called this. What did they call it? The guts. They give you the guts.
Mm-hmm. You got
And
the
oftentimes,
guts.
like soup. So then I dip that in the soup.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
Double team. See? Always getting doubled.
Mm.
Mm, mm, mm. Ugh, an ass whooping.
I guess Big Bob's dad is in hospice.
Mm-hmm. Like a week or two ago.
Yeah. I guess he's gonna come home again.
Is he?
Ah. Yeah, this week. That's what Bobby said.
Oof, Lou Dort's killing me.
God, I love Bobby's joints. Bobby has the best joints in the world. I'm sorry, but I love his joints.
Mm-hmm. I roll blunt, so I don't care. You can like his joints all day long.
I know. That's what I grew up with. So I don't know. I
You're
just
old.
like them.
You're older than I.
Shut up.
The young
Damn
kids don't
old.
even have blunts or joints. They just roll. They just have vapes.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the
no.
new age.
My daughter Miranda's boyfriend Harvey,
Mm-hmm.
he rolls joints or blunts. He likes his pot.
Who doesn't? Everybody over the age of 12 does.
Not everybody.
That's because they're afraid of it
Not.
for some silly reason. Like, oh, it's bad.
Fuck. I didn't smoke weed from I quit smoking weed when I was like 10th grade because I don't know, it kind of started making me paranoid all the time.
Oh, really?
And I didn't start smoking pot again until I started working there in Kristen. Kristen is the one that got me smoking pot again.
Ooh. I like
Hmm.
to smoke pot a lot.
I like big butts and I can't lie.
You can't lie. It's probably good that you don't lie.
Other brother can't. How does it go?
And the other
Come
brothers
on, kid.
can't deny. We all know the song. We all know the song.
Sings that?
It's white
Who
people
sings it?
approved. Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix-a-Lot. It's white people approved.
One of the original hip hoppers. White people approved. I saw a thing where Jelly Roll was in concert in Detroit, and Eminem came in and
Did one song,
did a
yeah.
surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about it.
Yeah, I saw it. He only sang for like 5 seconds. Come here. I'm still sitting outside. It's kind of nice out here. I wish I had a bonfire going.
Well, it rained earlier, so unless you had your wood like in a storage unit or something,
No, it's probably too wet. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
You know, by the end of next week, it's going to be 90.
Is it? I haven't looked yet.
Yep. Middle to end of next week, it's going to be in like almost 90. Yuck. Icky, icky.
Icky, icky coming through. She'd like to be some sicky, and she'd like to suck some dicky, and she'd never want to miss me.
Oh, Walter.
Sorry, I get flowing. Listen to a lot of hip hop.
Uh,
That one I made up on my own.
oh, maybe you should become a rap.
I do all the time, just in little spurts, and then I'm done. It's like my dancing. I only dance for a little bit, then I'm done. I'm cool.
So do you say that stuff in front of your daughter too?
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Walter.
They listen to music all the time. You think that
Well, say that's
nothing I say is gonna be worse than what she's already probably heard with music and shit.
yeah. Is she ever get in trouble at school, or is she a good student?
Most of the time good. I mean, she has her days. but in general, she's fine.
Do you ever get called? Oh,
Not
fuck.
too often. Oh, don't worry. Everybody's
Mhm.
JV teams are in.
Mm.
This game's already over. We put the scrubs and said, "Don't worry, guys. We'll get them next year, maybe."
Look at us sad. Yeah, there's always got to be a loser, right?
Well, again, they choked last game away. The thing is, we should be down. It should be 3-2 coming back to our place, and we choked last game away. That's why I was, like I said, after the last game, I kind of knew nothing good was going to happen because that was a game to win. We choked it away. We kind of choked away game 2 in a way, but last game we beat them in every stat but turnovers and offensive rebounds, and that's why we lost. Like, it was as simple as that.
So, how are the East or whatever? How
They're
are
gonna
they
lose.
doing?
Don't
How many?
matter. It don't matter. This
No,
is,
I mean
oh, they're 3-1.
the other two teams.
It's 3-1. Indiana's gonna go the championship. However, it don't matter. Whoever won this series is gonna win the championship. That was basically kind of known.
So they're gonna win.
Yeah. Well, like I said, they have the 5th best record all time. Like, they're a fucking really good team.
Yeah.
So they do deserve it too.
Yeah.
We had a shot to beat them. Like I said, we should have beat them last game. That was the problem. We should have beat them last game, and we fucking choked it away.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So they're just giving up right now, or
well, yeah, we have
no?
the JV team and both teams.
I know. Oh, they can't. Oh, goodness
Now it don't even
gracious.
matter. Now they just want nobody
All
to get
right,
hurt. Well, they just want nobody to get
Again.
hurt. At this point, as long as nobody gets hurt, they're doing fine.
All right, I'm going to bed.
All right, go to bed.
Good night.
I heard what
I'll
you said.
see you tomorrow.
I'll see you in 13 hours.
All right. Night, guys. Night, Steph.
Good night, Lori.
All right.
Good night, Lori. Poor
Right.
Alex Rodriguez.
No, I shut this off. All right.
You push
Fuck.
end call.
Huh?
There should be a red call symbol. Did you figure it out?
Okay, there we go.
You found it? There it is. Haha. You got it, dude.
That's from Full House.
I know you know that one. That's why I don't even ask you. I just say it. I go, you got it, dude. Short like a bitch. It'll be interesting to see what the Timber Pups do in the off season.
Yes.
I'll look into it more after this game's officially done. See if dude's on even. He wanted to talk earlier, but I told him I was gonna watch this game
I saw.
first. So where's Meech? Mitchell, he is a little Mitchell. Where are you? He's on meds now, so he's like, I should be better. He's like, I'm officially bipolar. I'm like, yeah, makes sense.
I heard that the other day.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
I did listen to them all. I'm all caught up.
I'm all caught up. Caught up.
Yeah, I like the one where you and Johnny were arguing with EK.
Yeah, that's what I laugh at too. Luca Garza. Ooh. got some cannons. Like Steve Bannon. I wonder if homie's still up, actually. He's actually an hour behind us, I think he said.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I thought he was from Colorado. He was from the West Coast, but he's from Mexico now. He live in Mexico. Ooh, when I wake up tomorrow, Step, it's only gonna be 58 days till
Ooh,
vacay. I said, hey.
yay.
I just know I get to work a Thursday and then I'm done for the rest of that week.
Nice.
It will be nice. I can't wait.
What's Chris gonna do without blunts for a couple weeks?
It's just one.
Thank you.
It'll just be one because when I get back, it'll be a Sunday.
Oh,
And then, yeah, I'll be back the next Thursday for work or whatever, like normal.
yeah.
Oh, I guess it might be two. I don't know. I got to do math. And that's hard right now.
Now I want to know, so I'll do math. Oh, not August.
I leave July, I think 25th is probably when my flight is.
Well, that's a Friday.
Yep, because I leave
When do you come back?
Sunday the 3rd.
So yeah, 2 weeks.
Oh, poor Chris.
Oh no.
You better get on YouTube.
He knows I can. He knows I can't roll a blunt. I tried.
I mean, you just gotta try more. That's how you do it.
That is true.
Someday you should just practice at home. Buy a blunt and just practice fucking around.
I have 2 packages of blunts sitting right here on my dresser.
Mm-hmm. Well, now you just need some weed if you don't have any.
Of course, I don't have any weed.
Well, someday I'll give you my scrap weed. But here,
Okay.
This is your practice rolling papers. Roll a blunt.
Roll a blunt.
It just takes time and effort, I suppose.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, Garth. So you're too slow for him. That's a wide open 3. Clank, that guy can't shoot.
Ooh, missed it.
And another turnover. Who would have thought? Even our scrubs can't stop turning the ball over.
Of course not.
Bang. 30 seconds left of our season. Rob Dillingham's going to get the last basket of the year unless someone makes one after him. Fourth win by 30 points in the playoffs. Jeez. Josh Minot. Last shot of the year. At least we ended on a make 3, Steph.
Yeah.
Gotta make you feel at least 1% better, right?
Yeah.
Brown. Who are you meowing at? Meow meow? Yeah? Oh, I hear you. Loud and clear. Loud and clear, baby.
All right. I will see you tomorrow after work.
I can't wait.
All right. Love you.
I know
Bye.
that it'll be around 4:20, and then I only have 100 minutes left to work. Yes.
Yep.
I know.
All right. I love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. All right. After this game of this shenanigans, I guess I'll maybe read some of this big beautiful bitch a little bit. See if homie's gonna jump on. Maybe he will. Mitchell, no. Meow. Man, that's an ass whooping. Still pissed that we choked the other game away, though. Like I said, should be 3-2 coming back, but it's not the way the cookie crumbles. And now I'm not going to be rich. I don't get no money. I was so close to getting paid. Huh? I know. I hear you. I hear you. It was so close. It'd have been really nice if it would have happened, huh? Oh, hell. Turn that shit off. We cut the lights off. Let's see here. Ooh, what does Trump got to say?
Elon Musk in a television interview criticized the one beautiful.
Yeah.
Mr. President, Elon Musk in a television interview criticized the one beautiful bill, saying he was disappointed it didn't cut enough, essentially, that it undercut the Doge efforts. What's your reaction to that?
Well, the reaction's a lot of things. Number one, we have to get a lot of votes. We can't be cutting. We need to get a lot of support, and we have a lot of support. We had to get it through the House. The House was. We have no Democrats. If it's up to the Democrats, they'll take the 65% increase. If that doesn't get approved, this country is going to have a 65% increase in taxes and lots of other problems, big problems, almost bigger than that.
What?
But we'll have a 65% increase as opposed to the largest tax cut in the history
But you're going to be cutting all the shit, right?
of our
All the
country.
Medicare.
We will be negotiating that bill, and I'm not happy about certain aspects of it, but I'm thrilled by other aspects of it. That's the way they go. It's very big. It's the big, beautiful bill, but the beautiful is because of all of the things we have. The biggest thing being, I would say, the level of tax cutting that we're going to be doing. We're going to make people really be able to. We'll have the lowest tax rate we've ever had in the history of our country, and tremendous amounts of benefit are going to the middle-income people of our country, low and middle-income people of our country. So we're going to see what happens, because the Senate, as you know, is negotiating with us, and they have to then go back to the House, and it's got a way to go. But I have to say, Speaker Johnson and Thune have done an incredible job. John Thune has done a fantastic leader. Thune,
Yep.
a fantastic job, and they're working together with me and others. And I think we have an amazing, if we pull this off, remember, we have 0 Democrat votes because they're bad people. There's something wrong with them. They'll let people pour into our country. Single biggest problem is we had 21 million people pour into our country, probably higher than that. And they're people that weren't supposed to be here. And many of those people are bad, murderers, drug dealers, the mentally insane. They were closing mental institutions all over the world, not South America, all over the world. They're coming into our country, and we're getting them out. And we're having a hard time because some judges aren't making it very easy for us, and it's tough enough. They approved that. They allowed that to happen to our country. We don't have one Democrat vote. And if I were a Democrat, I'd be voting for this bill, and I'd get elected to any position I want as a Democrat. They're crazy. They're voting for a 65% tax increase, and they're only doing it.
What's happening here?
Russia continued to launch missiles and drones throughout Ukraine yesterday, marking the third day in a row of intense bombardment targeting civilian areas. Ukraine's military reported another round of more than 350 drones and missiles launched throughout the country. In the past week, Ukraine says Russia has launched north of 1,300 drones and almost 100 missiles. At least 30 civilians.
For being a guy that's supposed to bring up the peace on day one. Now they changed to peace 100 days. Now it's going to be peace never. And we're not going to try to stop this at all.
Have been killed and more than 150 people have.
I mean, aren't these people white too? What about this genocide happening? We don't care, right? Only when certain white people that we like do it, and when it's black people killing white. Oh, okay.
Have been injured. And amid Russia's intensifying attacks on Ukraine, the Kremlin is pushing back at President Trump's recent criticism of Vladimir Putin, suggesting Trump is suffering from, quote, emotional overload that comes after Trump on Sunday said Putin had gone, quote, absolutely crazy. Speaking to reporters, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov thanked President Trump for starting the negotiation process to end the war, while also suggesting the president was emotional over the issue. Peskov then went on to claim Russia's intense bombing campaign over the past 3 days was retaliatory in nature. Vladimir Putin met yesterday with Turkey's foreign minister at the Kremlin. It's the same Turkish official who mediated the talks in Istanbul earlier this month between Russian and Ukrainian officials. Meanwhile, Germany's new chancellor said his country and Western allies, including the UK, France, and United States, are no longer imposing range restrictions
Hell yeah. Ukraine totally can go on the offensive.
on any weapons supplied to Ukraine. Let's stop right there and talk about what that means, the range restrictions, and how that will impact the fight, David, and then your analysis on this Putin-Trump situation in terms of name-calling and other things.
So, Mika, Chancellor Merz's announcement that the range limits will be removed is significant in terms of the damage that these missiles can do to Russian cities as far away as Moscow. The German Taurus missile is reportedly able to reach 300 miles, which would allow it to hit Moscow. The British Storm Shadow has got a range of 155 miles. The ATACMS missiles that the U.S. supplies can go 190 miles, but there have been limits on how much of that range can be used. And the Russians have simply moved their key airfields and supply depots back out of range. So this is a significant step to put targets that would be valuable to Russia within range of weapons that Ukraine either has or is getting in large quantities, like the German Taurus. More generally, Mika, this moment right now is crunch time for Donald Trump on Ukraine and on Russia. Vladimir Putin, in effect, has disrespected him directly. I made a survey of all the statements that Trump has made since January, threatening sanctions, warning Putin, telling Putin if he didn't come to the table, there'd be trouble. And Putin has ignored every one of them. He's refused the compromise proposals that Trump has suggested. He's refused a ceasefire. So now Trump really is in the situation where he's going to have to exert some real pressure on Putin to get these negotiations back on track.
But he won't, though. That's the whole thing. he's a fake tough guy, and Putin knows it. He's just calling him out indirectly.
Or visibly give up as the Russians fire their ballistic missiles and drones on Kyiv, which would be very, very unattractive, I want to say humiliating situation for Trump.
So, Richard, this is Vladimir Putin knowing what he has in Donald Trump, that Donald Trump hasn't put any real pressure on him, that he can kind of act with impunity, as he's begun to do now with these drone strikes and missiles shot at civilians inside of Ukraine. A fascinating dynamic here between President Trump and President Putin, where you have Donald Trump saying, I don't know what the hell happened to Putin. I've known this guy a long time, to which everyone in the foreign policy community says this is exactly who Vladimir Putin is and always has been. The response from the Kremlin is that Donald Trump is just being emotional. They've used that word a couple of times now. What's going on here?
Donald Trump is not the first American leader to exaggerate the importance of his personal chemistry with a Soviet or Russian leader. FDR did it with Stalin. George W. Bush did it with Putin, and so forth. So he's in a long line of American leaders who have gotten this wrong and somehow think that personal chemistry or personal relationships are really critical. They're never critical. And Trump should have learned that not just with Putin, but with, say, the leader of North Korea or with China. There's a limit to what personal things do in diplomacy. What this shows is we're being played. Putin's uninterested in a ceasefire. He wants to continue prosecuting the war for the simple reason that he thinks he's winning, even though what he's gaining is marginal. The real question, by the way, is how we respond to it. The option out there in the Senate is secondary sanctions. Problem with those is historically, we've tried them before, and you end up having a massive friction between the United States, in this case would be India, Turkey, and other countries, China, rather than with Russia. They tend not to work as decisively as people want. The real question, and this administration is not talking about it, seems unwilling to do it, is to help Ukraine and to basically
let them win.
Give Ukraine the arms.
Think about it. They're dying like 2-1 against them. So, I mean, I guess I don't know what their population is. I would have to look, but
arms it needs, not to liberate every square inch of territory, just to defend itself, to send the message to Putin that more war isn't going to do the answer. One other thing, it was really interesting, the report by the new chancellor of Germany talking about taking off range restrictions. The assumption in the Trump administration is that if we end arming Ukraine, that'll weaken Ukraine and this will bring the war maybe more to a close. Actually, just the opposite. We are going to lose any leverage or influence. So what you're actually going to see is something of an escalation of target selection. And the war, the scale or scope of the battlefield is actually going to widen rather than shrink if the United States distances itself from Ukraine.
And right now, the United States is still sharing intel. It's not stopping sending assistance there, but certainly there's no more money coming, new money coming. As I first reported a couple of weeks ago, the Trump has a package of sanctions in front of him, and he's kind of, I'm told by aides, sort of vacillating back and forth whether or not he wants to apply them. To this point, he has not. And David Ignatius, we know there's also this bipartisan bill with 80 co-sponsors, 80 plus co-sponsors at this point. Lindsey Graham, obviously a close Trump ally, although not afraid to break with him occasionally on foreign policy issues, is the one who introduced it. Senator Blumenthal, others quickly hopped on board. Do you have any sense there from people that you talk to on the Hill, others that there's going to be enough pressure here to push this through, for the House, but also for President Trump to finally get there some sort of punishment for Putin? Because as we have well chronicled, yes, once in a while, Trump offers harsh words for Putin in Moscow, but there's never, ever been any follow through.
So it's hard for me to imagine Republicans in the Senate pushing these sanctions over the strong opposition of Trump. I think it's going to go differently. I think Trump, Lindsey Graham is going to go to Trump and say, Mr. President, you're being disrespected. This is humiliating. You need to take action. And Trump will encourage this process. There was reporting last night from the Wall Street Journal that elements of the Trump administration, the Trump White House, were nearing that point of openly supporting sanctions themselves. I do think this war is about to get, as Richard was suggesting, a lot dirtier. The attacks on cities by Russia have been brutal, but there are attacks on cities now increasingly by Ukraine. Ukraine has drones that are able to penetrate, get to Moscow and its environs. They also have the capability to wage on the ground a dirty war of sabotage, of assassination. I've met with leaders of Ukrainian military intelligence. They are very, very tough, and they have networks inside Russia, as Russia has networks inside Ukraine that can do a lot of damage. So as bad as this war has been, it could tip into a much nastier phase of dirty war unless Trump decides this is the moment we got to back them up. I would just note, since the overwhelming attacks of early Monday morning, the attacks that I monitor on my systems have fallen off, as if the Russians are having second thoughts. Maybe we ought to slow down and do some talking.
So you mentioned the Wall Street Journal. The Wall Street Journal editorial board has a new piece on that angle entitled "Time for a GOP Senate Revolt on Sanctions Against Putin." It reads in part, Mr. Trump may be the only person in the world still surprised by how Mr. Putin is behaving. The Russian is the same man he's been for 2 decades, bent on reconstituting as much of the old Soviet empire as he can get away with. Ukraine is his obsession. He's not going to modify his ambitions merely because Mr. Trump alternates between begging for peace and scolding outbursts on social media. Senator Lindsey Graham has 82 co-sponsors on a bill that would hit countries that buy Russian oil and gas with tariff sanctions, combined with the promise of more arms to Ukraine when the current supply runs out. These sanctions might change Mr. Putin's calculations about the price of war. But GOP senators can act or not, whether or not Mr. Trump approves. They can vote on the sanctions bill and force the president to face the hard reality of Mr. Putin's ambitions that Mr. Trump would rather avoid.
True. Let's see if Fox News.
Let's go ahead now and bring in DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, the architect and author of this policy. Madam Secretary, you say it is a privilege, not a right, for American schools to be able to host foreigners on their campus.
Yes, that's exactly right. And this program has been in place for a very long time. These policies have been in place for a long time, and Harvard brought these consequences upon themselves. They have promoted and allowed violent activity on campus. They have allowed anti-Semitism, participation with CCP and Chinese infiltration and influence on their campus, and they haven't protected their students. So we have given them multiple opportunities to share criminal activity with us, backgrounds on these students, to let us conduct the oversight into this program that is our responsibility, and they have refused to do so. So today I sent them a letter that said they will no longer be allowed to participate in this student exchange visitor program, and that's up to 27% of their enrolled students. So it's significant. Any foreign student that wishes to get an education in this country, that is attending Harvard and not participating in this criminal activity, they will have to find another university to go to, because Harvard has chosen instead to not protect their students and to allow this kind of violent and discriminatory action continue.
So as you mentioned, 18% of Harvard's freshman class this year are foreign. They're foreigners here on student visas. What happens? Where do they go now? What do they do?
Yeah, we have given Harvard multiple opportunities to give us the documentation that we've requested to conduct oversight. We've asked them for the backgrounds on students that attend their university, their criminal activity on campus, off of campus, any video or audio footage they have of this violent act.
Like, think about this. The president / his people are trying to bully a private university, which, I mean, it gets its funding from them somewhat, but who cares? A private university into telling them all their students' information. Like, people don't want their fucking phones hacked. Think about, like, so you'd be so pissed that this happened to you.
Activity for and they have just simply not complied. This is something that they need to do in order to comply with this program as it was established, and so unfortunately all of their foreign students will face the consequences of Harvard's lack of protecting the individuals that go there. So 27% of their students are foreign students, and they will have to find some other university to go to, and hopefully they find one that cares about them and provides a safe environment.
Does that mean that the student visas of this freshman class won't be revoked? It will just be revoked for them to attend Harvard specifically. Is that right? I want to make sure I'm understanding the procedure.
Yeah, the decision that's made today based on what Harvard has done is specifically applying to that university, not to the individual students. So the university will no longer be able to participate in this program. They will not be allowed to have foreign students because we have gone back to them multiple times, asked them to disclose this information, which other universities have and need to do in order to participate in the Student and Exchange Visitor Program, and Harvard simply has not done it. Harvard has a history of allowing not just protests, but violent protests where students were assaulted, they were discriminated against, they were verbally abused, and they've even facilitated a training for a paramilitary group affiliated with the CCP. So it's not just pro-Hamas activities that they have allowed to have happen on their campus. They've also allowed participation with Communist China, who considers the United States one of their
Don't you guys love TikTok? Didn't TikTok get you guys winning? Isn't that Communist China too?
greatest enemies. This is something we're not going to continue to allow to have happen. This is something I'm responsible for, is to provide this type of oversight, and we're going to ensure that every university protects every single one of their students on their campuses, whether they're from the United States or another country. They need to be safe. They don't deserve to have this kind of anti-Semitic or any other kind of discrimination that may face them based on their race going forward.
So Israel's consul general here in New York.
Yeah, if there's any fucking violence or rioting, yeah, that's stupid. But like this, what is wrong with this? They're just sitting there talking, doing their bullshit.
Joined our air a short while ago. He really hammered home his case, which is that he says the Qataris are at fault here. They are the ones exporting anti-Israel thought and rot to colleges across the United States. How do you see that? What's your reaction to that?
I think it was very interesting to listen to the Israeli ambassador to the UN this morning as well, that was doing several interviews where he talked about, he felt like a lot of the anti-Semitism that we saw across the country in the last year or two started on these college campuses. And I really do believe that what these colleges have done by facilitating an environment that allows this kind of hatred to grow and to spread, and misinformation to continue to be proliferated among these students is wrong. And it's created a situation now where we have racism and violence and assaults happening. And this student program was intended for students who wanted to come here and learn in America, appreciated the wonderful opportunity that it provided. And
do immigrants have constitutional rights? Yes, immigrants in the United States, including undocumented immigrants, have constitutional rights. These stem from the principle of due process and equal protection under the law, which applies to all people within the country, regardless of immigration status. Because who would have thought? You break a law here, you break the law here, you gotta deal with the crime here, and you get our laws. You're not gonna fucking use Al-Qaeda's laws or whoever, like fucking silly. I don't get people how they think that way.
It's morphed into this terrible situation where people are really victims of the system. So we're bringing the oversight that the last administration did not bring, and we're going to make sure that this student and exchange program provides an environment where students can learn and not be discriminated against.
But do you believe, Madam Secretary, that the Qataris in particular are behind a lot of the anti-Semitism you just described? Are they providing fuel that creates this fire?
I'm not an expert in this area. I think that there's validity to what he has said, but I also think that we've got a lot of influences here, and we've got a lot of people that have facilitated this that have a different agenda. Some of these universities have even barred law enforcement officers from coming on campus and haven't even allowed there to be basic law and order on the areas that they're responsible for. So We're going to continue to do our investigations and make sure that what the Department of Homeland Security is responsible for, it will be done with integrity for the way that Congress laid out that programs should work, and the opportunities that we have to allow people to come into this country, learn, and to be a part of a country that promotes freedom and liberty and that everybody is equal. That's not what Harvard is doing, and that's not what we're seeing in some of these college campuses.
Could you foresee, or are you now considering similar moves with other universities like Columbia that has allowed Jewish students to be threatened and made unsafe?
Absolutely. We are absolutely, this should be a warning to every other university to get your act together. Get your act together, because we are coming to make sure that these programs.
Do you hear those threats? Like I say, they can just threaten people. When do apologists talk like this? This is a warning. This is a threat. We're coming for you if you don't fucking do exactly what we say. Like, think about it. That's like saying, like, everybody should have their day in court, right? Like, government says they want to do something, whatever the fuck it is. They want to fucking raid your house, whatever it is. They still have to go to a court. No matter what it is, you have to go to a court and get a third party to verify that it's legit. And these people just want to circumvent and go right to the government. The government can do whatever the fuck it wants. Like, that's so totalitarian, and nobody fucking cares. They think it's fine. Well, they're immigrants. They shouldn't be here in the first place. Who cares? Isn't the principles the whole point? The idea that there's supposed to be a third-party variant. You don't want the government to say that you're a drug dealer, therefore they get to raid your house or anything. You always wanted to go to a court to make sure it's verified that they have a legit cause. I can't believe that.
That you are facilitating an environment where students can learn, where they're safe, and that they're not discriminated against based on their race or their religion. Anti-Semitism will not be stood for, and any participation with a country or an entity or a terrorist group that hates America and perpetuates this kind of violence, we will stop it, and we will not allow that to happen, especially in places where our kids need to grow up and really learn what this country is about, what the world is about, and what it means to promote freedom and liberty.
There's a bit of a sort of cultural academic tradition, as you are well aware, like with these big liberal arts institutions in the United States, that law enforcement is kept off campus. They feel, administrators in these places like Harvard and Columbia feel like they want to manage poor behavior, even illegal activity on the part of students. Is that about to completely become a thing of the past? Are we watching that be eradicated in real time?
You know, we've been in communication with these leaders of these universities, telling them we expect them to keep their students safe. We expect them, they can use their campus police and their policies, but when they're not effective and they're not even upholding basic campus safety, we are going to intervene, and they're not going to be allowed to get privileges that we have put forward as far as these types of programs. So these students, too, feel victimized and have been harmed for a long time under the policies of some of these colleges. And so we will take enforcement actions, and they will no longer have federal support.
Harvard already responding to this news, saying it's illegal. We could anticipate some kind of battle royale through the courts. But for now, we wish you the best. Secretary Noem, thanks so much for joining us with this.
Tell them to bring it. I'm on the side of America, and they need to be too.
I'm on the side of
Right,
America.
thank you.
Thank you.
Don't worry, just
Hey, it's
just trust what I say. Like, I can't believe that she just openly threatened. They better do what we say or else. And people are just fine with it. That's crazy. Man. 6 celebrities. Wasn't the best round, but whatever.
I don't really like committing to things. I'm scared. But when Verizon announced that I could lock in a low price for 3 years, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Can you hear me now?
Tonight, the new scrutiny on President Trump's pardons, including those two reality TV stars, Todd and Julie Chrisley. Trump also pardoning a convicted tax cheat whose mother attended a $1 million fundraising dinner for Trump. The president also said today that he's open to pardoning the men convicted of a scheme to kidnap or kill Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, saying they were drinking and they said stupid things. The world's richest man, Elon Musk, criticizing President Trump's big, beautiful funding bill, saying it undermines the work that the Doge team is doing. The president says he's confident it will get through, even as hundreds of voters shout down a congressman at his own town hall. The motion to dismiss at the Diddy trial and how the judge then ruled, and days after her emotional and dramatic testimony, Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura gives birth to her third child. The chaos and sheer desperation in Gaza for food as the Palestinian ambassador breaks down at the UN. She was the head of Trump's coronavirus response. Tonight, Dr. Deborah Birx joins us. Does she agree with that new guidance that children and pregnant women should not get the COVID shot? The blurring lines of what's real and not real on social media. Our in-depth report into artificially intelligent influencers.
Someone would say these things to a digital twin of mine and nearly abuse her. Would they say those same things to me in real life?
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is Prime with Lindsay Davis.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lindsay Davis. Thanks so much for streaming with us. We begin with a new scrutiny on President Trump's latest string of pardons. He's exercising his presidential right, but some of the pardons are politically charged. The president issued a full pardon to reality stars Todd and Julie Chrisley, the husband and wife duo, serving time in separate prisons for tax evasion and fraud. A short time ago, both walked out of prison. The president also said he'll now take a look at pardoning the men convicted of a violent plot to kidnap and kill Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, saying they were drinking and they said stupid things. The president...
How does this help America at all?
And adding, their case looked like to me, some kind of a railroad job. Since he pardoned nearly 1,600 people charged or convicted of January 6th related crimes, the president has gone on to pardon or commute the sentences of 60 more people. And that includes more than a dozen other people just today. Our chief Washington correspondent, Jonathan Karl, leads us off.
Tonight, Donald Trump made it official, issuing a pardon of reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley, who were serving prison sentences for tax evasion and bank fraud. Today, their daughter thanking the president as she waited for her father's release.
I'm just so grateful that I'm going to leave here with my dad.
The couple served just over 2 years behind bars.
God, how much is he getting paid in crypto? How much money has Trump made in crypto? So fucking stupid and nobody cares.
Todd was sentenced to 12 years, Julie 7. Just yesterday, the president breaking the news he intended to issue the pardon in a call to their daughter.
It's a great thing because your parents are going to be free and clean.
For years, the Chrisleys portrayed themselves as self-made real estate tycoons on their show, Chrisley Knows Best, showcasing a life of luxury.
Prada is better than Gucci.
Gucci's better than Prada. I don't even know what Prada is.
But federal prosecutors called the couple career swindlers who have made a living by jumping from one fraud scheme to another, saying they defrauded banks of more than $30 million, using the money on luxury cars, homes, and clothes. Daughter Savannah, a Trump supporter, had lobbied for the pardon, suggesting in a speech at the Republican National Convention that her parents were targeted because of their politics and celebrity.
Due to our public profile and conservative beliefs, they accused my parents of fraud.
And less than 2 months after Trump met with Michigan's Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer at the White House.
We're honored to have Gretchen Whitmer from Michigan, great state of Michigan. And she's really done an excellent job and a very good person.
Trump said today he is considering pardoning a group of men in connection with a plot to kidnap Whitmer back in 2020. The two alleged ringleaders of the plot are now serving sentences of 16 and 19 years in prison. Today, Trump suggested they were not guilty.
It looked to me like somewhat of a railroad job. I'll be honest with you. It looked to me like some people said some stupid things. You know, they were drinking, and I think they said stupid things, but I'll take a look at that.
Last month, Trump pardoned Paul Walzak, a nursing home executive convicted of cheating on his taxes, erasing an 18-month prison sentence and a $4.4 million penalty. The New York Times reporting the pardon came 3 weeks after his mother attended a $1 million per person fundraiser.
Oh, again, you could literally see the pay-for-play. Chick gives him $1 million. 3 weeks later, he pardons him. Like, and again, that's $4.4 million that the government's supposed to have. So, like, are you supposed to try to make money for the government? What are you talking about?
At Mar-a-Lago.
John Carl joins us now. John, a string of pardons from President Trump. Is there a through line here, a common thread to these pardons?
Well, first of all, Lindsay, we're seeing many more pardons earlier than we saw in Trump's first term as president. In terms of a through line, one thing we are seeing over and over again are people with clear political ties to Donald Trump or supporters of Donald Trump. Just today, the White House announced several additional pardons, including one for former Republican Congressman of New York, Michael Grimm, and also former Republican Governor of Connecticut, John Rowland, both of whom had been convicted of tax fraud and other federal crimes, and now today pardoned by Donald Trump.
John Carl for us in the nation's capital. John, thank you. ABC News has learned that Elon Musk is set to depart the Trump administration, leaving his role as special government employee. His offboarding begins tonight. Musk tweeted a thank you to President Trump, saying that his Doge team will continue its work. This comes after Musk broke with the president on his so-called big, beautiful bill. Musk pointed to the level of spending and what it could do to the deficit, saying it undermines the work his team has been doing, cutting jobs. And there's anger at town halls. One congressman who admitted he didn't read the whole bill was told to grow a spine. Our senior political correspondent Rachel Scott reports.
Tonight, Elon Musk breaking with the president on his massive spending bill, arguing it would undo their own efforts to shrink the size of the federal government.
I was disappointed to see the massive spending bill, frankly, which increases the budget deficit, not just decrease it, and undermines the work that the Doge team is doing.
The bill Republicans...
Oh, isn't that funny? Who would have thought? You're adding, what was it, $4 trillion to the deficit, and it's like, I think it's 8 or 9 total over a decade or something like that. But we're supposed to be saving money, cutting money, right? For sure.
Just pushed through the House, officially called the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, promises to slash federal spending by $1.5 trillion, with major cuts to Medicaid and food assistance programs. But the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office now estimates it will add $3.8 trillion to the national deficit over the next 10 years.
I think a bill can be big or it can be beautiful, but I don't know if it can be both. My personal opinion.
Republicans in their own home districts press to defend the spending package.
I'm going to do the very best job I can on your behalf.
At a town hall in Nebraska, Republican Congressman Mike Flood admitting he wasn't aware of everything that was in the bill when he voted for it.
This provision was unknown to me when I voted for the bill.
Late today at the White House, the president asked about Elon Musk and his criticism. President Trump saying he isn't completely satisfied either with the bill, that among other things extends his 2017 tax cuts and sets aside nearly $50 billion to resume construction on the border wall.
I'm not happy about certain aspects of it, but I'm thrilled by other aspects of it. That's the way they go. It's very big. It's the big, beautiful bill.
Our thanks to Rachel Scott. And tonight we've just learned a federal court has ruled President Trump does not have the power to impose tariffs unilaterally. Since April, his administration has faced numerous lawsuits challenging the ability to levy those tariffs without Congress. It's not clear what will happen now to any tariffs currently in place. There were more dramatic moments in the courtroom during the sex trafficking trial of Sean Diddy Combs. At one point, the defense even asked for a mistrial. Also today, the jury heard serious allegations from a former stylist. Legal contributor Shauna Lloyd is standing by. But first, chief investigative reporter Aaron Katersky is at the courthouse.
Tonight, Sean Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, the star witness in the case, has given birth to her third child less than 2 weeks after her emotional testimony. Today, the jury was torched with a Molotov cocktail. He showed the jury pictures of a slash in the can. Deontay Nash testified Combs looked at him and said, "Look what y'all made me do." The defense has argued Combs' violence is not evidence of sex trafficking. Today, his attorneys asked for a mistrial. The request came during the testimony of an arson investigator who responded to Kid Cudi's home when the rapper's Porsche was torched with a Molotov cocktail. He showed the jury pictures of a slash in the canvas top, a malt liquor bottle, and a burned cloth used as a wick. Defense attorneys have said Combs was simply not involved, and today they accused prosecutors of unfairly suggesting Combs was responsible for the destruction of 2 fingerprints lifted from Kid Cudi's front door. There's no way to unring this bell, a defense attorney said, demanding a mistrial. The judge denied it.
And so the trial continues. Our chief investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky joins us now from outside of the courthouse. Aaron, what can we expect in court tomorrow?
The next witness is going to be a former employee who has accused Sean Combs of abuse. She's going to testify under the pseudonym Mia. Lindsay, this is all part of a racketeering conspiracy allegation. Arson, forced labor, kidnapping, threats, violence.
Make sure it's addressed with the
remain silent. Okay, on that.
Hours from that prison, the family of Hardin's murder victim left reeling by his escape.
It just seems so unreal. I mean,
seems so unreal. I just can't believe it. Some part named dumbass people. Playing with fire.
So today we're honored to swear in Jeanine Pirro, somebody I've known for a long time, and she's an incredible person, an incredible woman, as our new interim United States Attorney for the District of Columbia. It's a big deal. And I'd like to congratulate Jeanine and her whole family. And we have Christine with us, and Alex, I know, is in a very, very important place right now. And the two children, but they're not children anymore. And I've heard that, Christine, you're doing unbelievably well and very successful at a great law firm. So it's great to have you with us. Thank you very much. Over 5 decades, Jeanine Pirro, known by millions as Judge Jeanine, has devoted her life to the pursuit of justice, the defense of freedom, and the fair, equal, and impartial rule of law. And that's what she's about. She was a great DA. I remember her very well. She was as good as anybody I've seen. She began a career in 1975 as an assistant district attorney in Westchester County, New York, where she prosecuted violent crimes. And that was a serious prosecutor. And she went after real criminals, not fake criminals like we seem to do today nowadays, people that shouldn't be prosecuted, including rape, murder, and was a tireless warrior on behalf of the most vulnerable people in our society. In that role, Jeanine helped create one of our country's first domestic violence bureaus. I think it was the first, Jeanine. And as its chief, she revolutionized victim protection and bold, innovative policies like very few people even thought of. In 1990, Jeanine became the first female judge in Westchester County history. And following the year, and by the way, very distinguished, had an unbelievable, distinguished career. And in the following years, she presided over numerous complex criminal cases. The reason they were complex is that other judges were not able to understand them. They were called the complex cases. My sister had them too. They always used to give her the complex cases because other people didn't understand them, including high-stakes felony narcotics trials. Her outstanding judicial record earned her the honor of being named the #1 judge in 1990 by the Independent Fund for Modern Courts. That's nationwide. Outstanding judge. The following year, Judge Jeanine was elected Westchester County District Attorney, became the top prosecutor for a jurisdiction that included some of the largest suburbs in New York City, including Yonkers and White Plains. It's a big deal. As District Attorney, Jeanine tackled high-profile violent crime cases and established one of the nation's most successful cybercrime units to combat online child abuse. She was way ahead of a lot of people. They still aren't there, if you get right down to it, from what I hear. They're still not there in many cases back there where we come from. In addition to her stellar legal career, Jeanine also excelled in news media as you know, and she's become one of the most beloved political figures through her time on television because she's been very, very successful at a thing called television. She got out of what she was doing, and frankly, she does them both great, but she's really, to me, she'll always be known as a great lawyer and a great prosecutor, which is what she's doing now. So Jeanine Pirro, I have no doubt, will be an exceptional U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, one of the truly most important positions in our country, of any position, where she will restore public safety in our nation's capital, break up vicious street gangs and criminal networks, and ensure equal justice under the law. You'll see very, very big improvements in the D.C. area, that I can promise you. So I want to congratulate Jeanine. I want to congratulate you and Christine and your whole family on this undertaking. And as you know, Pam Bondi is doing an unbelievable job. Is our real leader in the fight against crime. And Pam heard about this, and Pam said, I'll have to find time for Jeanine. She doesn't have time to do this, but for Jeanine she did, and she's going to be doing the swearing in. So, Pam, thank you very much for the great job you're doing and for swearing in our friend, Justice Jeanine. Good. Thank you. Come on up.
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States,
that I will do the same.
and that I take this obligation well and faithfully.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, Madam Attorney General, both my friends for many years. Long ago, I went to law school to study about justice and to bring justice to victims of violent crimes, women, children, and the elderly. I fought to give them a voice in a system that was both blind and deaf to their concerns. I dedicated my heart and soul to making sure that there was a system that responded to them. My profile and my prosecutorial successes garnered public attention, and my life took unexpected turns. Through all of this, President Trump, you have remained as steadfast as one of my earliest supporters and champions. You never wavered. You were always steadfast, trustworthy, and confident. Today, Mr. President, you bring me back to my roots. And it is a larger arena, but no less an arena where we need justice, where we need to send a message that justice will be honored in the District of Columbia. And just last week, here in our nation's capital, two people on the brink of beginning their life had hopes and dreams that were never realized because a cold-blooded murderer made a decision to shoot them down on the streets on a cold, rainy night in our nation's capital. This will not go without just accounting. My voice should be heard loud and clear. No more tolerance of hatred, no more mercy for criminals. No. Violence will be addressed directly with the appropriate punishment. And this city will again become a shining city on a hill in an America that President Trump has promised to make great again and will make safe again. Mr. President, America thanks you, and I thank you.
I thank you.
Any questions for Janine? Any questions? Oh boy. Anything for Janine?
You just want to talk to him. I get it. Thank you.
She's going to be fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you all. Thank you.
There's no question because there's no doubt. We have no doubt you're going to be fantastic.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President,
Yeah,
Mr. President.
On Russia, Mr. President?
Please.
Do you believe the Russians are being disrespectful when they say that your criticisms of Putin are simply an emotional response? And do you still believe that Putin actually wants to end the war?
I can't tell you that, but I'll let you know in about 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, we're going to find out very soon. We're going to find out whether or not he's tapping us along or not. And if he is, we'll respond a little bit differently. But it'll take about a week and a half, 2 weeks. We have Mr. Witkoff is here, who's doing a phenomenal job, is dealing with them very strongly right now. They seem to want to do something, but until the document is signed, I can't tell you. Nobody can. I can say this. I can say this, that I'm very disappointed at what happened a couple of nights now where people were killed in the middle of what you would call a negotiation. I'm very disappointed by that. Very, very disappointed. Yeah, please.
You've called for an end to the Gaza war. Given the growing humanitarian crisis and the decision of Prime Minister Netanyahu to extend the military operation, do you have any frustration with his handling of the situation of the war?
No, we're dealing with the whole situation in Gaza. We're getting food to the people of Gaza. It's been a very nasty situation, very nasty fight. October 7th was a very nasty day, the worst that I think I've ever seen. It was a horrible day, and people aren't going to forget that either. So we'll see how that all works out. And, Steve, would you want to say a couple of words about Gaza because you just have some information? Steve Witkoff, you want to come up for a second? You might give him a little bit of information as to what's happening with Gaza and also Israel. We're having some very good talks with Iran.
So I'm saying, like, if people get mad, like, why are we? It's not our people. Like, these people are starving to death, and it's like millions of people, and you just can't find no empathy to be like, we should give them at least some food. Obviously, I'm not asking to give them filet mignons or nothing, but Jesus, you can't give them rice and fucking basic shit like that. Milk? I mean, I don't know about milk. I don't know what's cheap. Juices? I mean, I don't know what's cheap.
We'll find out whether that means anything, but we're having good talks.
Congratulations. Well, hi, everybody. I think that we are on the precipice of sending out a new term sheet that hopefully will be delivered later on today. The President is going to review it, and I have some very good feelings about getting to a long-term resolution, temporary ceasefire, and a long-term resolution, a peaceful resolution of that conflict.
Mr. President, you said
It's having to do with Iran. We're having very good talks with
Mr. President, you said yesterday that Putin is playing with fire. What will be the consequences for Russia if Russia continues?
Well, I'm not going to tell you exactly, but the words speak pretty loud. We're not happy about that situation. I think we're doing very well with Iran. We're doing very well with Gaza, but we are doing very well with Iran, and I think we're going to see something very sensible, because there are only two outcomes. You know what the two outcomes is: a smart outcome and there's a violent outcome, and I don't think anybody wants to see the second. But I think we've made a lot of progress, and we'll see. You know, they still have to agree to the final stages of a document, but I think you could be very well surprised what happens there, and it'll be a great thing for them. It could have a great country into the future. Yeah.
Mr. President, Elon Musk in a television interview criticized the one big, beautiful bill, saying he was disappointed it didn't cut enough, essentially, that undercut the DOGE efforts. What's your reaction to that?
Well, the reaction's a lot of things. Number one, we have to get a lot of votes. We can't be cutting. We need to get a lot of support, and we have a lot of support. We had to get it through the House. The House was. We have no Democrats. You know, if it's up to the Democrats, they'll take the 65% increase. You know, if that doesn't get approved, this country is going to have a 65% increase in taxes and lots of other problems, big problems, almost bigger than that. But we'll have a 65% increase as opposed to the largest tax cut in the history of our country. We will be negotiating that bill, and I'm not happy about certain aspects of it.
If I have to pay an extra $10, $20 a week, I would, I suppose, for poor people that have nothing on my consciousness, or whatever you want to call it. Empathy, morals. I don't know why it's that hard of a concept to figure out, but well, yeah, other people deserve to live too.
But I'm thrilled by other aspects of it. That's the way they go. It's very big. It's the big, beautiful bill. But the beautiful is because of all of the things we have. The biggest thing being, I would say, the level of tax cutting that we're going to be doing. We're going to make people really be able to. We'll have the lowest tax rate we've ever had in the history of our country, and tremendous amounts of benefit are going to the middle-income people of our country, low and middle-income people of our country. So we're going to see what happens, because the Senate, as you know, is negotiating with us, and they have to then go back to the House, and it's got a way to go. But I have to say, Speaker Johnson and Thune have done an incredible job. John Thune has done a fantastic job, and they're working together with me and others. And I think we have an amazing, if we pull this off, remember, we have 0 Democrat votes because they're bad people. There's something wrong with them. They'll let people pour into our country. Single biggest problem is we had 21 million people pour into our country, probably higher than that. And they're people that weren't supposed to be here. And many of those people are bad. Murderers, drug dealers, the mentally insane. They were closing mental institutions all over the world, not South America, all over the world. They're coming into our country, and we're getting them out. And we're having a hard time because some judges aren't making it very easy for us, and it's tough enough. They approve that. They allow that
hard. I mean, they're trying to make you follow the law and just give them due process.
To happen to our country. We don't have one Democrat vote. And if I were a Democrat, I'd be voting for this bill, and I'd get elected to any position I want as a Democrat. They're crazy. They're voting for a 65% tax increase. And they're only doing it for hatred. They're not doing it for any reason. They know it's terrible. Terrible politics, in my opinion. But so we have no Democrat votes. That means we have to get almost all Republican votes. And I think we're very close to doing that. I think it'll be very successful. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, Wall Street analysts have coined a new term called the taco trade. They're saying Trump always chickens out on the tariff threats, and that's why markets are higher this week. What's your response to that?
I kick out? Chicken out. And then I chicken out. I've never heard that. You mean because I reduced China from 145% that I set down to 100 and then down to another number? And I said you have to open up your whole country. And because I gave the European Union a 50% tax tariff, and they called up and they said, please, let's meet right now. Please, let's.
There's your Floridian slip. Tax tariff. A 50%
tariff. And they called up the European Union a 50% tax tariff. And they called up and they said, please, let's meet right now. Please, let's meet right now. And I said, okay, I'll give you till June 9. I actually asked them, I said, what's the date? Because they weren't willing to meet. And after I did what I did, they said, we'll meet anytime you want. And we have an end date of July 9th. You call that chickening out? Because we have $14 trillion now invested, committed to investing when Biden didn't have.
Where is this? Let's just random ass number where it comes from. 14 trillion in investments into United States. $10 years. So what? $140 billion a year. That's one that is like half their GDP. They're gonna give to us. Okay, yeah. Okay. It's just a make-up number. Like, nobody can find this number. We have $14 trillion in GDP things.
We have $14 trillion now invested, committed to investing when Biden didn't have practically anything. This country was dying. You know, we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. I went to Saudi Arabia. The king told me. He said, "You got the hottest we have the hottest country in the world right now." 6 months ago, this country was stone cold dead. We had a dead country. We had a country people didn't think it was going to survive, and you ask a nasty question like that. It's called negotiation. You set a number. And if you go down, you know, if I set a number at a ridiculous high number and I go down a little bit, you know, a little bit, they want me to hold that number, 145% tariff. Even I said, man, that really got up. You know how it got? Because of fentanyl and many other things, and you added it up. I said, where are we now? We're at 145%. I said, whoa, that's high. That's high. They were doing no business whatsoever, and they were having a lot of problems. We were very nice to China. I don't know if they're going to be nice to us, but we were very nice to China. And in many ways, I think we really helped China tremendously because, you know, they were having great difficulty because we were basically going cold turkey with China. We were doing no business because of the tariff, because it was so high. But I knew that. But don't ever say what you said. That's a nasty question. Go ahead. To me, that's the nastiest question. Wait a minute. Wait.
That's the nastiest question I ever got. Man, because you asked me a simple question, like people calling you a pussy because every time the stock market goes down or down, you stop the tariffs and they go back up. Oh, it's an art of the deal, baby. It's always art of the deal. And it's a nasty question.
Go ahead, please.
President Zelensky says he's ready to sit down with you and Vladimir Putin in Geneva, and it sounds like General Kellogg is working on preparations for that. Are you planning to sit down with the two of them?
Well, I will if it's necessary. You know, it takes. We have to. I think I'm at this point. I wish it would have been that way a couple of months ago, but at this point, we're working on President Putin, and we'll see where we are. I think we're doing fine, but we'll see. I don't like what's happening. That's one thing I'll say. I don't like when I see rockets being shot into cities. That's no good. We're not going to allow it.
You've always said that the war never would have started if you were
would have never happened, and it didn't happen.
He doesn't seem willing to do anything that you want him to do. Do you still believe that he wouldn't have launched the war?
No, we would have never had a war. We would have never had a war if I were president. If the election weren't rigged, you wouldn't have had the war. You wouldn't have the war. You wouldn't have had inflation.
If it weren't rigged and it would never started, the two biggest bullshit claims. He's not listening to you right now. What makes you think he would listen to you before? I don't know, just because.
You wouldn't have had October 7th. That would have never happened because Iran was stone cold broke. They didn't have any money to give to Hamas or Hezbollah. You wouldn't have had that Afghanistan most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. You wouldn't have had any of it. You wouldn't have had inflation because energy costs. Look what happened. I brought inflation down to practically zero. And all of the groceries and all of the eggs and all of the things that you've been hearing about, they're back down. They're way down from where they were. I did some.
Are they? Let's actually look. Because I always hear this. Hold on, let me finish my turn. We can stop you here at least if he wants. That's on him now. I did one of them. He can do the other. Yeah, calved out one in February, almost March. No, it's dropped. started to go up in December when Biden was in. That's when it started booming. They're getting there. I guess the COVID, or not COVID, the chicken flu, whatever the fuck it is.
Something in 4 months that nobody's seen. And I have to say, in 4 months, and I said it before, and everyone's talking about it all over the world, we've got the hottest country anywhere in the world right now. We're the only country anybody's even talking about. All right, please go ahead.
What stopped you from imposing new sanctions on Russia?
Only the fact that if I think I'm close to getting a deal, I don't want to screw it up by doing that. Let me tell you, I'm a lot tougher than the people you're talking about, but you have to know when to use that. If I think it's going to hurt a deal, this isn't my war. This is Biden's war, Zelensky's war, and Putin's war. This isn't Trump's war. I'm only here for one thing, to see if I can end it, to save 5,000 lives a week and a lot of money. The money being much less important, because I made that money. I went to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and UAE, and we brought back $5.1 trillion. So I made that money in about 2 hours, the money that we're talking about. But it's still think of it, $300 billion we've spent with no checks, no balances. They just send cash. You can imagine what's happened to that money. I never saw anything like it in my life. But I'm more interested because I picked up $5.1 trillion. And by the way, got a beautiful, big, magnificent, free airplane for the United States Air Force, okay? Very proud of that, too. They tried to say, oh, it's Trump's airplane. Oh, yeah, sure. It's too big. Frankly, it's too big, much too big.
When can we expect that to be the Air Force One?
Well, it's here already.
Yeah.
It's in the country. It's being refitted for military standard.
How much will it cost to refit it?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever it is, hell of a lot less than building a new one. We're waiting too long from Boeing. Boeing has got to get its act together. Yeah.
Sir, on Nippon Steel, this arrangement that was just announced in
Yeah.
the Golden Chair, is that an arrangement you would consider for TikTok as well?
Nothing to do with TikTok. Totally different kind of a deal. We'll have to get, to do it properly, we'll probably have to get China's approval. China's never easy. China's never easy. But I think we'll be able to save TikTok. I'd like to save TikTok. I mean, TikTok was very good to me. I won the young people by 37%. No Republicans ever won, and I won by 37%. And Charlie Kirk will tell you TikTok helped.
TikTok.
But Charlie Kirk helped also. Oh, he just happens to be here. Look at it. He loves that we mentioned that name, right, Charlie? He's done great, and I appreciate all the help. But with young people, we won by 37%, Charlie, and you helped. But TikTok was amazing. And he was the first one. He said, get on TikTok. So I have a little bit of a warm spot. I know I shouldn't. They'll say quid pro quo. Put him in jail for the rest of his life. Quid pro quo. No, TikTok was very good to me. I won young people. I don't know if it was because of TikTok, but it was something happened. No Republican has ever won. They call them young people. Young people, you can define it a lot of different ways, but I won every age group in young people. And it never happened, and won by 37%. That's a lot. Yeah.
Back on Iran, did you warn Prime Minister Netanyahu against taking some sort of actions that could disrupt the talks there in a phone call last week?
Well, I'd like to be honest. Yes, I did. Next question, please. I did, yeah.
If Senate Republicans want to push
It's not a warning. I said I don't.
Actions that could disrupt the talks there.
Every age group in young people. And it never happened, and won by 37%. That's a lot. Yeah.
Back on Iran, did you warn Prime Minister Netanyahu against taking some sort of actions that could disrupt the talks there in a phone call last week?
Well, I'd like to be honest. Yes, I did. Next question, please. I did, yeah.
If Senate Republicans want to push
It's not a warning. I said I don't think it's appropriate.
What exactly did you tell him?
I just said I don't think it's appropriate. We're having very good discussions with him, and I said I don't think it's appropriate right now. Because if we can settle it with a very strong document, very strong, with inspections and no trust. I don't trust anybody. So no trust. I want it very strong where we can go in with inspectors. We can take whatever we want. We can blow up whatever we want, but nobody getting killed. We can blow up a lab, but nobody's going to be in the lab, as opposed to everybody being in the lab and blowing it up, right? Two ways of doing it. Yeah, I told him this would be inappropriate to do right now because we're very close to a solution. Now, that could change at any moment. Could change with a phone call. But right now, I think they want to make a deal, and if we can make a deal, save a lot of lives.
When do you think a deal could happen on Iran?
On which?
A deal with Iran could happen.
I don't know. I think over the next couple of weeks, if it happens. Yeah.
And on the, when could the administration resume the interviews for foreign students visa? When do you think your administration could resume these interviews?
On what?
For the foreign student visa. Yesterday there was...
for the French visa?
For the French too, but all the foreign students.
Oh, for the foreign visas? What are you referring? Foreign visas for what? Are you talking about for colleges? Okay, so you're off of Israel. Now you're talking about colleges, right?
Yes, now.
Okay. Well, we're going to see. Look, Harvard has been a disaster. They've taken $5 billion plus. $5 billion. Nobody knew that they were making this kind. If we didn't do this, we would have never found this out, Pam. They're taking $5 billion. And I'd rather see that money go to trade schools. And by the way, they're totally anti-Semitic at Harvard, as you know, and some other colleges too, in all fairness to them. And it's been exposed, very exposed. And I think they're dealing very badly. Every time they fight, they lose another $250 million. Yesterday we found another $100 million. And they have, they have a fund, an endowment, $52 billion. All right? They get a lot of that from the United States. And I think it's ridiculous. I think everyone's coming up to me saying, we love the idea of trade schools with that kind of money and money from others, but money from them. You can have the best trade schools anywhere in the world. You give them to Iowa, Indiana, lots of good states, well-run states, and you give them the money. They can only be used for trade schools, and they'll teach people how to build motors and cars and AI. The AI, we're building plants. We're building hundreds of billions of dollars worth of AI plants. Already started, many of them. We've never had a boom like we're having now. You're going to see it. There's never been anything like it. So
even if you were to say this, why don't you do like half and half? Give half to them, half here. Why do you got to give none here and then all to this? That's just crazy.
So we're up to about $14 trillion in investments.
Hey,
There's never been anything even close. You look at Biden, this guy, they had people leaving as opposed to investing. And they're doing it because of November 5th, and they're doing it because of the tariffs. The tariffs have been tremendous. I can promise you, and I have great respect for the people at the European Union, they wouldn't be over here today negotiating if I didn't put a 50% tariff on. The sad thing is now when I make a deal with them, it's something much more reasonable. They'll say, oh, he was chicken. That's so unbelievable. I usually have the opposite problem. They say, you're too tough.
Mr. President, on Harvard, there were some Jewish students protesting on campus yesterday. They said they don't want you making these huge cuts, cutting off student visas to Harvard in their name, because they feel
Harvard
like it
has to
makes
show
them
us.
more of a target.
Okay, Harvard has to show us their lists. They have foreign students. About 31% of their students are foreign-based. Almost 31%. We want to know where those students come. Are they troublemakers? What countries do they come? And we're not going to. If somebody is coming from a certain country and they're 100% fine, which I hope most of them are, but many of them won't be. You're going to see some very radical people. They're taking people from areas of the world that are.
Yeah, just admitting they're going to kidnap people, basically, because who deems them radical? You, of course. And again, why would you ask a college to give up information that you would not want to give up yourself? Like I said, if someone was to break your fucking phone and sneak in and get to look at all your shit, you'd be pissed as fuck. What? That's what you're asking the college to do.
They're very radicalized, and we don't want them making trouble in our country. So I saw yesterday that in the middle of the UK, there was a nice young man. He wants to go back to school at Harvard, and he looked good to me, but I want to check his past. But we want to be able to see why, these countries aren't helping us. They're not investing in Harvard and all of our, we are. So why would 31%, why would a number so big? I think, number one, I think they should have a cap of maybe around 15%.
15%. Okay, so you want to DEI fucking colleges and make dumber kids go there? Don't you want the best and brightest so that they can help the American economy grow bigger? Like isn't that the idea? Like if Indian or Scandinavian or South African, Kongan, whatever the fuck, if they're super smart, they come here and they live here, and they go to Harvard and they get a good job, and they pay taxes. Isn't that much better than a dummy going to Harvard? These people are so anti-DEI, but yet they want a DEI Harvard. That's so funny. That is actually ironically funny.
Not 31%. We have people who want to go to Harvard and other schools. They can't get in because we have foreign students there. But I want to make sure that the foreign students are people that can love our country. We don't want to see shopping centers exploding. We don't want to see the kind of riots that you had. And I'll tell you what, many of those students didn't go anywhere. Many of those students were troublemakers caused by the radical left lunatics in this country. All right, one more question.
President,
go ahead, please.
Will you pardon the people who are accused of conspiring to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer?
I'm going to look at it. I will take a look at it. It's been brought to my attention. I did watch the trial. It looked to me like somewhat of a railroad job. I'll be honest with you. It looked to me like some people said some stupid things. They were drinking, and I think they said stupid things. But I'll take a look at that. And a lot of people are asking me that question from both sides, actually. A lot of people think they got railroaded. A lot of people think they got railroaded. And probably some people don't. One more. Go ahead.
Mr.
Yeah.
How,
go ahead.
how will the confrontation at Harvard end? We'll see.
I don't know. I don't know. Harvard's got to behave themselves. Harvard is treating our country with great disrespect, and all they're doing is getting in deeper and deeper and deeper. They've got to behave themselves. You know, I'm looking out for the country and for Harvard. I want Harvard to do well. I want Harvard to be great again, probably, because how could it be great? How could it be great when you have Harvard announced 2 weeks ago that they're going to teach remedial mathematics, remedial, meaning they're going to teach low-grade mathematics, like 2 + 2 is 4. How did these people get into Harvard if they can't do basic mathematics? How did they do it? I mean, people with 1,600 on their boards don't get in, and they're letting people in, and they're bragging about how they're teaching them basic mathematics. Where did these people come from? So we have to.
What a weird claim. Yeah, at a minimum, we start with basic algebra, geometry, and quantitative reasoning. Those are your basic. So yeah, this whole 2 + 2, which, I mean, if you want to get like philosophical like the people do, that's crazy.
To look at the list, and Harvard has to understand.
Stupid.
The last thing I want to do is hurt them. They're hurting themselves. They're fighting. You know, Columbia has been really, they were very, very bad what they've done. They're very anti-Semitic and lots of other things. But they're working with us on finding a solution. And, you know, they're taking off that hot seat. But Harvard wants to fight. They want to show how smart they are, and they're getting their ass kicked. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.